nailed it. Oh, ha, 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 ha. Oh, oh, oof. Neck. Looks good. Say it again, chicken. Spoil me that it's good and I'll ban you, bro. You fucking coming in here and you're spoiling the damn campaign for me. Saying it's good. I don't need to know that. Fucking asshole. Yeah, fucking hell, chicken. Now you're telling me the graphics look the same? That's another spoiler, you son of a bitch. You're out of here. You're done. You're banned for life. Bye. How you doing, though, chicken? Apex Legends? Why is Apex Legends trending? Ooh. Storm is the biggest map so far? November 2nd. I had something I meant to do. Taking this language class, I'm taking on and off breaks. Oh, okay, interesting. What language are you learning? What did I want to do? There was a thing I wanted to do. Oh god, I'm looking at Halo stuff, trying to avoid those. Oh, I was gonna check the Razor thing, make sure I filled out. I think I did this morning. Razor. It's the Razor thing. Razor. They don't even have the new one up yet. Yeah. Hopefully that means people won't do it as much. $4,000. All right, 1 in 5,000 chance I'm gonna have. All right. Shame. Sushi. Lifestyle. Shares. Ooh. I think I need to get a snake. Right, my mic was muted, but I was just saying is like Farsi. That's a good interesting language to learn. So, oh, ooh, oofta, 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 oofta. Alrighty. What am I doing? I gotta do it. Alright. Halo Infinite time. Let's do it. Woo! Halo Infinite. Is it trending? It's gotta be trending, right? It's gotta be trending. Let's see. Trending. Trending. Oh, 6 minutes. Here we go. How dare you, Grey Wolf? Say it again. We just went through this with Chicken. Tell me it's good again. You're spoiling the entire thing. I don't want to know if it's good. I don't want to know if it's bad. God damn it, man. You fucking spoiling the entire thing. Now I know I'll like it. How dare you, you son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. I'll kill you. And now you're telling me you got chills, too. Okay, here we go. I don't know how loud I need to make this. That's probably good.
Since the beginning, Halo was about Master Chief...
Purple Cortabo again.
...and Cortana. Partners, protecting humanity. But that is now a distant memory.
Oh, shit.
Humanity is fighting for survival. The Banished have risen, defeated our heroes, and taken control of the mysterious Zeta Halo.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, we'll do a breakdown afterwards. We'll do a breakdown. I want to pause it.
117, Master Chief.
They added the grapple hook in that. That's funny. They hid that.
We have a new mission, soldier.
What is it? What's down there?
A weapon.
A weapon? How many guns do you need?
Oh, hell yeah. Burbs! Woo! 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 It's a giant noob cube.
In the biggest campaign to date, Halo Infinite invites players to become Master Chief and
Big
discover
noob cube.
true Spartan freedom in the most wide-open and adventure-filled Halo experience.
I like that they got
yet.
Jen Taylor to narrate this.
But Chief won't be alone on the journey. His first mission is to retrieve a new AI, codenamed the Weapon.
It's been 6 months. Where have you been?
Following the events of Halo 5, Master Chief is searching for the answer to a troubling question.
Oh!
To Cortana.
Oh!
I was created to lock down Cortana.
That is
I don't know
Cortana.
Why?
That's Cortana!
What did she do that was so wrong?
Oh no. Oh no. Oh yes! Oh yes!
Stand by.
Woo! Oh bro, he just drops it? Oh, and they even have the tethers to it so it looks like it drops it. Wasn't the greatest animation, but it, oh.
A damaged
Oh dude, look at those Minecraft
world,
pillars.
mystery, and danger.
Oh, hell yes.
And at every turn, the Banished are hunting Master Chief and the remnants of the UNSC.
Victory
Oh,
is already
Jesus.
ours. We will meet on the battlefield.
The Banished army is spread across the surface, building
Dude,
fearsome
there looks like a
strongholds
lot
and
of enemies.
outposts with no one to stop them. Until now.
Oh, that's that Halo. That Hunter vibe.
From the
Oh, that's not
beginning,
even a one shot? Oh,
Master
that's
Chief has
not
been
fun.
a hero,
Ooh, what's that?
ready to fight and win against impossible odds.
Noob Cube!
Is that you?
You're safe now.
Oh, let's just fucking go.
What if it's a friend?
It isn't.
The weapon is so adorable. That innocence, man. Terminus. Yo, that's a boss.
More
That's a
freedom
mini
than
boss.
ever before to take down the Banished any way they choose.
Banished facility up ahead, Chief. Some kind of salvage operation.
Oh, look at that. They have like
What
collectibles
do
or
we
something,
do?
objectives.
Shut it down
Damn.
permanently.
New cube! Oh, dude, he's got a rocket launcher! Oh, yes.
What do we have here?
Oh. There's upgrades! There's upgrades! Oh, and now... That's pretty awesome. You can upgrade where... Oh, okay. Oh, sick. I love that they put that. Seems like not a smart idea to put all the explosives right next to your
You see that?
giant thing.
Could be useful, if you like that kind of thing.
And they just had a tank chilling? Oh. Oh. Oh, yes. Oh, my
Halo
God.
Infinite allows us all to become Master Chief.
Look
doing
at-
what Spartans
Oh!
do best.
All right, that's kind of awesome.
Defying the odds to
Okay.
take down the Banished.
Okay. All right. So it looks like there's an upgrade on the grapple hook that you can
It's what we
electrify
have to
people.
fight. Master Chief will take on returning favorites
Hey.
and surprising new threats, like the agile Skimmers, a
Skimmers.
sadistic Spartan killer named Jaga Urdomnai.
Say good bye.
Look out, Chief. He looks...
Angry.
And something even more threatening.
The Forerunner's lies are at an end. I am the harbinger of the truth. You are not the future.
Exploring this vast and fractured world will put Spartan
Oh, yes.
107 to the
Oh,
edge
what
of
are you doing? Legend of Zelda
and
shit
again,
now?
courage.
Or just Halo 4? Or, yeah, Halo 4 shit again.
Welcome to the new era of Halo.
Woo! Woo, okay. Okay. Okay.
Is everyone trying to kill you?
Yeah.
It kind of seems like it.
Oh, I love the characters. Oh my god, this is gonna be amazing. Woo! Woo! That's it. Just ooh! Oh, hello. Oof.
Play it
Oof.
day one with Game Pass.
Ooh. Okay. Okay.
Mission, soldier.
Okay. Oh hell yes. Dude, this is gonna be it's gonna be sick, buddy. I mean, like, I'm excited. I just saw the upgrades and I'm kind of down for Halo upgrades, man. Upgrading like open world fashion, baby. Where was that? Yeah, here we go. Dude, and he went through this so quick. I'm sure someone's gonna try and break down all this stuff. Like, that's probably wider range, the sensor. This is probably more pulses, maybe? Or, like, some... I don't know. Like, it might be electrifying people. This is probably cooldown. Like, people are gonna do... That has deflector. That's a deflector, it looks like. I don't know. This is gonna be... It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. Yeah, this has a stun to it. Oh, man. Oh, my goodness. Add significant power to the thruster, allowing further travel. Oh, dude. Look, they got upgrades in it. Spartan cores. Oh, my goodness. I love this. I love that they hid that forever. I saw that and I wanted to pause because they took out of the initial one that we saw, they took the grapple hook out to hide it, which I think was awesome. So they put it back in. God, this looks gorgeous. It looks big, open. I mean, this just reminded me, this right here reminded me of Breath of the Wild. Oh, he's just doing this. This reminds me of no, Breath of the Wild. Skyward Sword, right? That was like the opening trailer for Skyward Sword, which, I mean, Zelda's an open world game that I think this is going to be similar to. I'm sure there's a lot of like pull from games like Legend of Zelda and stuff like that. So, oh, this looks awesome. We saw, I mean, We saw the nice little elite, little Spartan killer. The Spartan killer, bro? What does that even mean? I guess it's technically self-explanatory. He kills Spartans. I don't want to know what these are. Like, skimmers? They're called skimmers. Then we also have the damn Harbinger. We got the Harbinger here. Woo! I want to know who the hell. We heard that earlier, right? Harbinger? Wasn't that mentioned? That was mentioned, right? Right. Yeah. Not this one. That was mentioned. It was the oh god, it's gonna be impossible for me to find now. Halo Infinite campaign. All we're gonna find here is recent. Let's go. E3. E3. Yeah, we'll do that one. Let's see. And that's 4 months ago. It's game overview. Campaign. Here we go. Yeah, this one. Hold on. Let's see.
Without challenge, I grew weary, lost, alone. But here you now stand. This is my last fight. A true test of legends. Our story will outlive us both. Set a fire in your heart, Spartan. Bare your fangs. Fight hard. Banished, share. The Harbinger and the Banished share the same goal. We fight together to all.
That's where I knew I heard it. So this is the Harbinger that he mentioned, apparently. So is Harbinger the big baddie of the game? Sick. They did what I said I would do, which is have a comparison shot.
Favorites.
This is the comparison shot. You look at this one versus this one, right? I mean, using slightly different You have that shot versus this shot. You just have the same thing.
Favorites.
Look at the difference, though, man. For real, though. Like, you could just look at it there. And again, they got damn YouTube compression, which doesn't help, versus this, right? Like, this is high quality as I can go. This already is 4K. Like,
Favorite.
have that one versus that. Like, you could just see a significant difference in just, like, details and everything going on about this. This is awesome. Dude, I don't know what else. Dude, there's so much. Just the open world of it. Like, this was awesome. I'm just gonna throw out seeing space like this. It's kind of a backdrop almost is epic. I mean, it looks weird. It looks weird, but I think it's kind of the vibe. Is like you're sitting on a floating ring in the middle of space. That's it, right? So like it just ends and it's just emptiness for the rest of ever. It's kind of crazy when you think about it. So, I love this shot actually. Just seeing the world open up is awesome. I don't know, man. This all looks sick. We got brutes with rocket launchers. They're using human weapons as well because I'm guessing they stole it from humans. We saw, you know, apparently the humans being hunted down, shit like that. Oh my god, dude, I don't even. Oh, it just looks awesome. Ah! You get spawned in vehicles, and I love the little note, like just the little ad where you can see the tethers. I mean, it looks a little unnatural, but like it drops and you can see the tethers pop off of it, of him dropping it. Kind of awesome. But you can call in vehicles. Cortana, we now know for sure she's gone back to purple mode, Cortana. So, which I think is a good choice. That way you could tell the difference between the weapon and Cortana, which we would have been able to tell, but this is for people who aren't us, you know? They got OG Halo 1 purple Cortana. She looks epic.
The answer to a troubling
I love it.
question.
Love all this. She's doing something. Obviously the weapon was kept in the dark. I'm sure that's going to be a plot point at some point where the weapon finds out what Cortana was doing, and then we might get worried. Be like, what if the weapon also sides with Cortana all of a sudden? But
Skimmers.
they're taking something. I love that they're just shooting each other.
sadistic-
They look like they're the new grunts of whatever this
Threatened
new
killer
thing
named
is.
Jaga Erdamni.
Are at an end.
Jaga Erdamni.
You are
Oh,
not
this was
the future.
dude, great sequence
Exploring
right there.
vast and
This whole ending is just epic.
Ultimate. But where there is courage.
That's just made me think of what is it, the Marvel Winter Soldier. Falcon jumps off the out of the building. They catch him in the helicopter. Oh, dude, hell yeah. I'm loving the characters. I'm loving the characters and how they and this has a red flare to it, but again, once again, way more detail in this image than the other one. Oh, it's beautiful. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. But I love the characters' interaction of like the pilot and the weapon has like a kind of an air of innocence because she was made to capture Cortana, I guess, right?
Searching for the answer to a troubling question. What happened to Cortana?
I was created to lock down Cortana, but I don't know why.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god, dude. This looks so good. This looks so good. See this? You got electric tether. I noticed this. So it looks like you'll be able to upgrade to get an electric grapple hook. Oh, it just looks awesome. We got burbs! Burbies! Oh, yeah, dude. Good old burbs. What am I in this sequence for? Oh, you're talking this? Oh, that right there? I don't know what that is. Again, there maybe, again, I know people be saying flood, but we have not seen a trace of it yet. I don't know. I feel they might, maybe that is something they're keeping to themselves, but I'm just saying, like, why would they show these people if they wanted to keep new creatures or certain things secret? But I guess maybe new creatures isn't as bad as showing off flood, I guess. So maybe it was better to show off new creatures and keep a creature that everyone knows secret that might be in. So, but we've seen no real hint of flood yet. So I don't know. I still don't know about the whole flood thing. I still don't know if I'm on board with the whole flood theories yet. So, oh, it's a Crash Guardian. Oh, okay. Alrighty. I see. But birds! Dude, I love the wow. Oh, dude, it's just, yeah, dude, burbs. We got burbs. No, I don't think skimmers are carrying an oracle. That's what I initially thought as well, but I don't think that's an oracle. Maybe it is.
The agile skimmers.
I thought it, yeah, you know what? It might be an oracle. Like, I can't tell. It might be an oracle. I initially wasn't sure about it. It might be just something else too, though, but I don't know, man. Oh my goodness, dude. Dude, I'm so ready. I'm so ready. Ah. I don't think he looks scared, right? He's being his normal old self, right?
The Forerunner's lies are at an end. I am the harbinger of the truth.
See, he's ready for it.
You are not the
Oh.
future.
Oh, that's awesome. I love seeing the rocks break in the background and stuff. Oh, dude, all of this, it looks so sick. He's blowing up towers. He's blowing up silos. We're blowing shit up, boys. We are blowing like, again, I feel this is a bad idea. Why would you put your fusion core, or whatever the hell this is, right next to a pile of explosives? Something about that seems like a bad move on the Banish's part. But, oh my god, dude. Yeah, we still don't know what the hell's going on with Locke. We don't know what's going on with Arby. We don't even know if they're going to be in the game. Maybe they're dead. Maybe all of them, including our good old, Atriox, all were killed off screen. And I want to see that happen just to piss everyone off. I think it would be hilarious. I don't think they should do that. I mean, that would be so messed up, but I think it'd be fucking hilarious. Just to see how mad everyone... Tartarus needs to come back. Tartarus is dead. He's super dead. Tartar sauce is in the ground. Oh, dude, it's good. It's wearing gas masks, same as the Halo Wars 2. Yeah, oh, that's the other one I wanted to check was the, was it this guy right here? Yeah. Mini boss. Named enemy. Like, I don't know. They're gonna have, like... It's the... Tremonius. The Great. We got... It looks like we're gonna have, like... Not necessarily... I don't think they're mini bosses, necessarily, but, you know... Open world games tend to have these, where you have, like, stronger named enemies and stuff like that probably respawn. So you might randomly come across, like... lieutenants or something that you get to kind of hunt down. I'm sure that'll be part of like side missions or collectibles or you know, in order to 100% the game you have to kill every lieutenant in the world or something like that, right? I think it'd be awesome. We got this guy here.
Until now.
Oh, dude, what a great shot, by the way. I love just this shot right here. Ooh. Look at that. Oh, hell yeah.
Now.
But yeah, you said gas mask. But I mean, that might just be... You might say same as Halo Wars 2, but that's also just like armor, right? I mean, in general, I mean, the concept is like, you know... I don't know. They are in space. I don't know, man. Who knows? Who knows? You got a nice open world. I noticed this initially was they have different objectives. I don't know if that's how you complete the area. That's how you free an outpost or whatever it is, or a location. Or if that's like the objectives in order to 100%. Oh, it's going to be so fun 100%ing. We're going to 100% this game week 1. It's going to happen, man. It's going to happen. Oh my god. Oh, hell yes, dude. $240 to watch the scene. I still I don't believe in the whole. I don't know if I believe. What, this or this here? I mean, that just looks like fog. It's just typical Halo lighting. I don't. Maybe you're right. Maybe there's flood, but I don't know, man. Atriox hologram? I don't see any Atriox hologram, bruh. But maybe you're right. I mean, again, people probably know better than me. I don't know what that symbol is, but maybe that is part of the ban. Is that just the banish symbol?
Until now.
Oh, I see. You're saying that one at the... I see the background now. I see what you mean. Right there. I see. Maybe it is. Maybe you're right. But again, I don't know if that's flood fog. But maybe they're trapping. Maybe it is. I don't know. I can't tell you. Can't tell you. Who knows? Who the hell knows? So, you know, whatever. Either way, just because it's Atriox, though, don't mean it's flood. Right? Right? So, yeah, maybe it's story DLC. Maybe they're saving it. That's what I would do, right? I mean, they plan on supporting the campaign for a long time. So, yeah, I could see them potentially doing that. Oh, God, look at this map. Look at this map. Oh, it's gorgeous. It looks so much better than the other one. So, I still don't know. I mean, if you're down for the flood, I don't know how I feel about flood theories yet. But area collectibles, yeah, look at all that. Skulls? Bro, we got look at all these collectibles. Hold up. Wow, look at this shit. This one area has all this? Hell yeah, dude. Oh my god. Oh, yeah, baby. Does the original person who found the speedrun glitch keep the speedrun? Chicken, I mean, there's, like, downgrading, right? I mean, like, Halo 5, people play on the game unpatched. So, there's a patch speedrun time and a unpatched. But I guess we're not keeping track of that on Halo runs, technically. It's just whatever the time is. So, yeah, I mean, we just adjust accordingly. And the fact is it's never really been a problem with Halo, right? It's just kind of been universally accepted with how we do it. I mean, it depends on the game, but if you look at how other games work, they have different versions. Like Minecraft is a good example. They have different world record speedrun times for Minecraft depending on what version of the game you're playing on. So they have like a 1.1 speedrun time or a 1.7 or something along those lines. Because you can download those versions of the game. Now, Halo, you can't necessarily do that. You either play the most updated version or the unpatched version because you have a disc version of the game. That being said, it's never really been an issue simply because, like, the way that Halo is even when they have patched something out, we ended up just finding different strats that ended up making it faster that we didn't need the original glitch. So it became irrelevant. Where it's like, okay, yeah, maybe there's this game-breaking glitch, but now we found a glitch that makes it irrelevant whether how fast that was. So it hasn't really been a problem, so I can't tell you how would we do it. But no, I mean, they don't. Yeah, I guess they keep the speedrun time, but then we just created another category that matches. Like, this is the patch version. Ripping the door off for no reason, door wouldn't open. I think you're looking way too into this, Big. You are really grabbing at straws here. Yeah. Do you think a lot of people who speedrun Halo would enjoy speedrunning open world version of the game? Beardex, I guess the best way to explain it is, the people who are going to enjoy it are going to pick it up. Because look at how many Halo speedrunners there are. How many of them actually speedrun all the Halo games, right? Like, I am one of the few people in Halo speedrunning who actually knows how to speedrun every single Halo game. Typically, it's not one of those like, oh, I speedrun Halo, so I enjoy speedrunning all the Halos. No. It's like, most people who speedrun pick one game, and that's what they stick to. So, no, to an extent, is that the people who speedrun Halo might not necessarily enjoy speedrunning an open world Halo, but it has nothing to do necessarily with the open world aspect. It just has to do with they might not like Halo Infinite as much as they do the other games that they do. So, Halo Infinite is going to create a new set of speedrunners, just like Halo 5 did, right? Halo 5 has its own set of speedrunners that who enjoy speedrunning Halo 5 in particular, and they don't enjoy running other ones. And then the people who ran like Halo 2 or 3 or 4 or whatever don't enjoy speedrunning Halo 5, not because they don't necessarily like how it is, it's not the game that they want to speedrun. So I guess the answer really is just like, sure, kind of irrelevant, I guess, is the answer to that question, because Halo Infinite is going to have its own subsection of speedrunners. It's going to create its own group of speedrunners who enjoy that game. And then there'll be a few of us, like me, who does speedrun every single game, who I will probably love this. I fucking love open world. This creates awesome new categories. We can now do 100% speedruns. I mean, you technically could already do sort of 100% speedruns in Halo, but it was what? You had to go find all the terminals and all the skulls. And to be honest, most of them aren't that crazy difficult. Like, some of them are out of the way, but you don't have to go that out of the way for a lot of them. 100% speedruns for, like, Halo, I don't think would have been that interesting, because it's like, oh, I just have to walk over here. There's not any enemies. You know, I have to go at the beginning of Sacred Icon and walk backwards onto a path, grab it, and go. Like, there's nothing... You don't have to change the way that you speedrun necessarily. There's a few, sure, like, you know, the Scarab Skull or something like that. You would have to actually kind of change how you play the game in order to do it. But overall, it's minuscule changes, right? Like, if you see a game like Legend of Zelda, the way that they speedrun 100%, very different from how they speedrun any percent. And Halo Infinite, being open world, is going to allow for those kind of speedruns, where they're going to have the three: low percent, any percent, 100%. Those are the three big ones in open world games. Low percent is you beat the game with doing as few objectives as you possibly can. Now, you might think, well, wouldn't that mean that that's the fastest? Not necessarily. Sometimes getting upgrades and doing certain things allow you to actually go through the game quicker. And again, low percent is also, you change how you play the game, right? So any percent means it doesn't matter what percentage you beat the game at. You just go through what you need as fast as you can. But yeah, low percent is like, you purposely try to avoid. You have to play the game differently because you have to avoid doing certain things and playing it a very specific way so you don't complete objectives or something. And that might cause for a different thing, a different kind of run. And then 100%, which is you just get everything in the game. And Infinite is going to allow for that. And I'm so excited. I'm so excited for that. Because, yeah, Beardex, is that I think there will be people who enjoy open world Halo for speedrunning. I'm one of those. I'm one of those people who I know will probably really love it. This looks awesome. I'm really excited, man. Dude, this is so... the game looks gorgeous. The new enemies look sick. We're gonna get murdered by a Spartan killer, an elite. We get skydiving Master Chief. We have good dialogue between characters. Dude, all the people be like, Halo's back. Bruh, Halo never left. Let's be, in my opinion, Halo never left. But I get it. Oh, this, though. Like, look at this. Infinity. Ooh, you see that? Infinity. Like, these are all Infinity tags. These are ODSTs? Does that actually say those are ODST symbols. So these are all different Infinity assets, and just whoosh, dead, all of them. Oh my god, that's actually really dark to look at when you think about it. Like, fuck, dude. Yeah. Oh, and that's true, Bat. I mean, it doesn't, just because 100%, it doesn't necessarily mean 100%. That's what I was saying with Halo currently, right? Like, doing a 100% run of Halo 3, I don't think is all that interesting. You just have to basically take detours. You just have to, the run is just slower because you have to take a detour to go pick up a skull really quick. And it doesn't add really any interesting elements to the speedrun. And that might be the case for Infinite. We don't know. Maybe a lot of the 100% will just be like, I hop in a Wasp, and I fly to every single collectible, and I pick it up, and that's it. right? You just beat the entire game, you beat all the side missions, and then you just have to fly. And so, like, a large part of it is, like, that. And that will be, I'll tell you, that will be part of it, is that you do have to take these detours and stuff. In 100% runs, you do have to typically, like, okay, I mean, Wind Waker is a great example. I love 100% Wind Waker runs, but a lot of it is, like, they have an entire, like, hour-long section, which is them just sailing and picking up shit from the ocean, right? But what makes 100% runs interesting is you try to meld that with the run itself. So you have to take detours and go through objectives and stuff differently so that you can actually pick up skulls or whatever you need to while on the way to do it. And that's the routing for that is insanely difficult. It's very difficult because you have to know where every single collectible is in the game and think about the most efficient route through every single thing in the game, which is crazy. So we'll see. Like, we don't know, but it opens the door for it, is all I can say. I can't tell you that 100% runs will be fun for Halo Infinite, but it opens the door for them. And maybe 100% run is a long-ass run, right? We don't know. So, oh, so awesome. I'm so excited. Ton of patience. Oh yeah, for sure. Beardex, I'll tell you, I'm not one of those, like, you know, I helped route like Halo 4 and that was just the base run and that was it, right? I mean, all the actual tricks and stuff, I didn't do any of that shit. I made what the initial route was for the game by combining what a lot of other people had did and just making what I thought was the initial route. And what the initial route was and what it is now is 100% different because it's just people had all these new tricks and paths and stuff like that. And it's a lot of work. And again, it's a joint effort. And that's the thing is, like, it's not typically one person who does it. It's a joint effort where what happens is we do a 100% run and then someone is like, hey, on this mission, you can go faster if you do this, or you can pick up these extra items so you don't have to do it later. Right? Is like people realize that there's a more efficient way to do a particular part. It's not like you're just doing it all in one go. It's one of those, we have an initial route, and then over time, everyone, as we collectively find a better group and routing for it all. So, dude, I'm so fuck, dude. I'm so ready for this. I'm so ready for it. James, you just fucking hate the game. Stop talking about Halo. Leave Halo the fuck alone and go play something else, dude. You haven't looked at this and thought it looked good since the beginning. You're not going to ever. You don't want this game to be successful. You're not trying to even be... You're not even trying to be optimistic. You want the game to fail. You don't want the game to be good. So of course you're going to think it's terrible, because not for a second have you looked at the game and be like, oh, you know what? I'm going to keep open with an open mind. No, you're just like, just whatever I see. They could post exactly what you want and you're going to be like, no, it looks garbage. I don't care if you watched it. It doesn't matter. You're looking for the game to fail. Of course you're going to fucking hate it. I'm sorry. Your perspective is irrelevant to me because you don't want the game to be a success. I don't care. You haven't said a single good thing about Halo in 4 fucking years. So I don't give a shit what your opinion is. I'm gonna be honest. No, sorry, that's a lie. I care that you don't like it. That's fine. But you saying that the game looks ass is ridiculous. Fucking insane to me. Cause you don't give a shit. Stop fucking playing Halo, dude. You don't want to play Halo, clearly. So don't play it. Stop looking at Halo. Why'd you watch I don't even know why you watched the campaign trailer. You already knew you were going to hate it. Because you want to hate it. You just want to hate Halo. You don't want to actually like Halo. That's the difference. Is you're not looking at the game being like, oh yeah, you know what? Maybe I'll try. I'm really hopeful. I want Halo to... You don't want Halo to be good. So, that's it. Ah, shit. Whoops. Yeah. It's all woods. It's stupid. Okay. What if Jesus. You want to confirm its ass. You didn't need confirmation. You're missing my point. My point is you didn't need to watch it. You already knew it was ass because you want it to be ass. You don't want it to be. It doesn't matter. They could show you the greatest game ever created and you're going to say it's still terrible. It could be the game perfectly tuned to what you want. It could be the exact perfect game that you want and you're still going to say it's bad. Because you don't want it to be good. That is my point, is you're not actually in any way optimistic in any way. You just don't want to play Halo. That's it. This isn't a, like, no, I want to play Halo. I just want to make sure, like, I want to play Halo the way... No, you don't want to play Halo. You're not... So stop. Stop playing Halo, dude. Go play something else. You don't want to play Halo. Don't look at Infinite. Leave Halo Infinite the fuck alone. You clearly don't want to play the game, so don't fucking play the game. That's it. Go play Warzone like every other person who thinks that every other game is garbage other than Warzone. Because you don't want... It's the COD kid mentality. COD kids are like, Call of Duty's greatest game ever. Every other game is garbage. Doesn't even matter. Those people go play a game and they're immediately like, yeah, this is bad. It's like, no, it's not a bad game. You just don't want it to be good. You don't want to actually play other games than Call of Duty. So you don't want any other game other than Call of Duty to be good. So you're just going to automatically say it's good. It's the same thing like the PlayStation fanboys or the Xbox fanboys or whatever. Xbox fanboys and PlayStation, I'm saying both. They look at whatever game. They look at God of War and they're like, that game's garbage. It's a garbage game. Because it's on PlayStation. It looks like a garbage game. It's not a garbage game. You just don't want it to be good because you don't want to Sony to be successful or PlayStation to be successful. That's it. You don't need confirmation is what I'm saying, James. Just stop paying attention to Halo. Save yourself I'm saying this for your benefit. Not for me, not for anyone else. I'm saying this for your benefit. Stop looking up Halo Infinite stuff. You don't want the game to be good. You don't want to play the game. You don't want anything to do with the game. So stop trying to have something to do with the game. Because you don't want to. Why? Just stop wasting your time. But... fuck it, it's Zane. Biomes. Open world shouldn't be introduced. And modules, that's a fair argument. I understand that. I personally, like I've talked about, like I understand that argument. I'm a fan of open worlds. I like open world games. And this looks like the kind of open world that I'm into. It's the perfect size open world. Like RPG open world, like Skyrim or Fallout are too big for me. I'm someone who likes to 100% games in one go. As I play through, I do every side mission, every collectible, everything in one go. That way, when the game's finished, I've done everything pretty much. Maybe I have to stop by, do a few more collectibles, but I basically do everything in the game as I'm playing through it the first time. And things like Skyrim and Fallout are too big for me. But something like Spider-Man, which this looks like the size of like Spider-Man or Prototype or... see, even like Crackdown or something is maybe slightly too big. That's more that middle ground though of that. All those games are perfect size for me, open world wise, because you enjoy playing the game, but you enjoy getting all the collectibles, and it's not too many side missions or stuff that you get lost and you're in side missions for like 9 months straight or whatever it is. So. Like, I guess a good example is, Spider-Man, I haven't played Miles Morales, but Spider-Man took me 30 hours to 100%. My first time playing it took me 30 hours to 100% that game. If that's how long it takes for Halo to 100%, sounds perfect. I'm in. No, you wouldn't be impressed. That's what I'm trying to say, James. You're saying, no, I'd be impressed. You wouldn't be impressed. You don't want the game to be... You are looking for the game to fail, so no matter what, you're going to say it's a failure. It's a mentality thing for you, and you're not over it, so... rebuild the UNSC rather than it just be, here's the vehicle terminal. Pick any vehicle in game. I mean, we don't know. Modules, I mean, we haven't seen... You might be rebuilding the UNSC. They're talking about, like, outposts and stuff. Like, they showed outposts and things in the background. What happens when you clear an outpost? Do you take it over or something and then replace? We don't know. You might be rebuilding part of the UNSC on the ring. So we don't know on that. There is a vehicle terminal, but we don't know where that was. That might just be randomly placed throughout the world. That might be in a base. Who knows? So I'd say save that criticism until the game happens. But yeah, no, as I said, the open world, I understand. If you don't want open world Halo, totally acceptable. I understand that critique. I personally, as I said, I'm a fan of open world. Gears of War was an open world. Gears of War, Gears 5. They didn't do it right, I'll say, but I was very open to the idea, and I can see it being really fun, even as Gears of War. And I think if Gears of War can pull it off, I think Halo can pull it off really well. And once again, though, I like open world games. So I'm someone who enjoys that. If you don't enjoy open world games, I can see where you're not wanting that. So you grew up... It doesn't matter if you grew up playing Halo. You're still missing my fucking point, dude. It doesn't matter if you grew up. You want Halo to be good, but you want it to fail. You want 343 Halo to fail, so you... It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to you. Leave the game. Just stop playing it. I don't give a shit if you grew up. I also grew up pissing my bed at some point, you know? I don't do that anymore. Fucking move on with your goddamn life. Shit, man. But, yeah. Yeah. And as I said, if you don't like ODSC and you don't like open world, that's a fair assessment. But, James, that's not what you've just... Literally, since the beginning, you've already said that Halo Infinite's garbage. Since the very first thing they showed. And you have not said a single good thing about it ever. So, I don't care. Whatever you say, I know, just like from now until the end of time, you're going to be like, Halo Infinite's bad. So stop saying it, because I'm not interested. I don't give a shit. I get you don't like it. Nothing new there. Backtracking? I think it'll be a bit of both modules. I think again, I have a I don't know. I wonder if they have like what's the right way? I wonder if they're going to have kind of like what Gears of War did, where they have sectioned off missions, I guess, where what you do is the main mission is you go to an area and you might be backtracking, yeah, through the open world here and there. I'm sure there's going to be plenty of that. I mean, it's just the best way to utilize the space that they've created. But when you do a mission, it's no longer in the open world. It might be like an off section of the open world where it's kind of those things is you only have access to that area during the mission. And then once the mission's over, they lock that area off. That's it. Open world in the woods. I'm just saying, so is Far Cry. You know, so is like Horizon. Yeah, no, I mean, Horizon they had a little mountain, I guess. But like, Far Cry is a phenomenal fucking game and it's all woods. So, oh, just because it's just one biome doesn't mean it's bad. Can't just assume it's a bad open world because there's one biome. I mean, most of something like Skyrim is woods. Even Fallout. Like, all those games has basically one biome. People fucking love those games. Big, I could see that. And again, that's one of those I'd say wait till we see the game because there might be reasons why you would pick a Warthog versus a Wasp. But you're right. I mean, I have a feeling, I'll tell you, I have a feeling a lot of the speedrun will be that, where it's like, I'll just take a Banshee or a Wasp from the terminal, and I'll just fly to wherever I need to go. That will probably be the fastest. But there might not be there might be reasons to not do it. I don't know though, but yeah, I agree. I think I'm with you a little bit in that regards. It's like, yeah, if I could just fly across the entire ring at all points, why would I take a Warthog or a Mongoose? But we might find out that there's reasons to do other work. They have to do a good job, and that's what one of those we gotta save until the game comes out is they got to do a good job with it. So. But yeah. With the new equipment they eventually add to multiplayer? I mean, they already said, yeah. I think they've already mentioned that they have plans for new equipment. I don't know if they'll update campaign with that new equipment, but from what they've already said is they already have other equipment that some that they had to scrap because of time, and some so that they're saving for later that they add to later installments and that they add into multiplayer. So I think, yeah, we are supposed to get new ones eventually. So, but yeah, as I said, modules, your criticism, I actually care about. James, on the other hand, I don't. But yeah, I mean, as I said, there's a lot of questions I have in the air with it. But like I said, I'm gonna save for when the game comes out because I like I said, I think the speedrun it's gonna be a lot of just fucking finding a Banshee and just flying around from place to place. That might be it. It might not be a fun speedrun. Who the fuck knows? We're gonna have to wait and find out. But I mean, maybe that gets solved. Like maybe that's irrelevant if there's like a fast travel, right? If there's fast traveling, which I would be surprised if there wasn't. But if there's fast traveling, why even need a vehicle at any point then, right? Grapple everywhere. But, alright, I'm catching up on chat. Like 350, you can't live in Bungie's shadow of Halo, yeah. And I think they've done a good job breaking away from Bungie's Halo in reality. I mean, we've already seen with just the way that they think about the games is very different from Bungie. And it's why I think there is a lot of people who don't like 343. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Game will be dead in 6 months tops. Yeah, like most games these days. Is there any game that's more than 6 months? Remember how Miles Morales came out? And, like, nobody fucking talked about it after, like, a week that the game came out? James, you have valid points, but you come from a negative perspective. That's the problem. Is, like, your valid points are valid if they came from anybody else. But they don't, because you just you don't want the game to be successful. You're not looking for any kind of positivity, and you're not looking for any kind of optimism in the game, that the game has potential. You just assume it's going to be bad. So you just say everything is bad. That's bad, that's bad, that's bad, that's bad, because it's all bad to you. It doesn't matter. So. But, yeah. Streaming fucking sucks that you should unfollow. Thanks, Cash. Appreciate it. Use a Palkit to fast travel? Yeah. That might be cool. Destiny 2-3 years. Yeah, that's what's great, James. You had to wait for 3 years for Destiny to be good, though. And Destiny right now is fucking garbage tier. A lot more potential to see, especially with free multiplayer, yeah. There's some weird arguments going around. What was the guy? There was a guy talking to Ubernick who was like, I can't believe they're making us pay $100 for the campaign. And we're like, what? What do you mean? He's like, yeah, you have to pay $100. And we're like, no, you only have to pay $60 for the campaign. He's like, I don't know. Fucking weird arguments, man. There's some weird arguments going around. All right, I gotta see this. I haven't seen this yet. What is this?
I see like 11, 12, 13-year-old demographic here, maybe 14, 15. But then any older than that, it's kind of pushing it.
This needs to stop now. This is cancer. This is so much cancer that I can feel the tumors growing on my back.
Love that video, by the way. But like I said, I get it. I understand. Here's one of the multiple reasons I don't like Doc. Look, I respect Doc for the work he puts into his thing, but I've never been a fan of Doc. I think he's a fucking dickhole. But, yeah, either way. The fact that you side with Dr. Disrespect should explain everything to me, James. I don't know what does that even mean? 14 to 15-year-old demographic. And clearly that is the video you watch is why you came up with that comment that you made earlier. I now see, initially I thought that was a legit comment, and then now that I heard that, I'm like, oh, you're just fucking copying with Dr. Disrespect. You don't even have a original thought about it. It's just you're just recursing what he said, which makes it so much funnier. Alright, I gotta do Halo. I'm gonna play some Halo today. You know what? Dad's got me on that Halo vibe, so let's go do... What time is it? Do I got time for a speed run? You think I got time to do a speed run? Maybe we do a speed run. Destiny's fucking garbage tier. It still is garbage tier. Has been for a long time. I just don't know why. I think... I mean, there's something about it that I keep getting drawn back into, but God, I really shouldn't. They do a good job of convincing you to try and come back to the game. But I will say the story in Destiny is finally getting good. It took them 12 years, but I finally am actually starting to get interesting. The game's getting better. What happened there? Well, I just have a big camera in the background. Well, oh, that's why. But primary demographic for Halo 3 is 14 and 15-year-olds. That's also true. But like, what is it about the game that makes you think it's a kid's game? Is my question. Hello? I hear the game and I see I hear the sound. I don't see the game. Adept? You think fucking making adept makes the game good? No, that makes it worse. Having adept weapons is just a way for them to convince you to try and actually commit more time to the game. Because they can't actually get you to stay in the game for real content. They have to force you to replay content but harder to try and make you care about the game and think that it's good. It's a worse thing. Graphically kiddish. Okay. Once again, don't really know what that means. Is Borderlands a graphically kiddish game? Because it's cartoonish? Adept weapons is their way to not make new content, but make you want something in the game because they automatically make it a. All right, let's see. What do we get? I really like these. I actually really like this. I don't like it on the rocket launcher. I don't like it on the sniper either. It looked good on the bat rifle. What is this? Oh, it's a backpack. That's kind of sick. It looks good on the shotgun. Ugh. I haven't actually played since the new season opened this. I don't know what I do. Do I got time? Hour and a half, huh? I might be able to do a Halo 4 run. I don't know if I could speedrun any other game, but I might be able to do a Halo 4 run. Fuck it, let's go for it. We're gonna do a Halo 4 run. But adept weapons is the lazy way for Bungie to do stuff because they don't actually want to make new weapons. There's nothing wrong with liking rare weapons. That's fine. But thinking adept weapons are rare is a fucking joke. Everyone has the weapon. Just doesn't have the word adept in front of it. Wow. That's really rare. I need a timer. I don't need a timer. We're just gonna play it and do a run.
Where are we?
We're still adrift on the dawn.
Why did you wake me?
Hang on. Bringing your systems online now. I rewrote your ship's firmware while you were out.
You've been busy.
All right.
Activating the ship's gravity generator. Chief, look up. You need to pull the manual release.
Bro, what the hell is going on with what? What are you doing? What's going on with my video game, man? I can't even play Halo. Alright, I think I gotta go borderless. It's not coming. It's what happened since this update? Weird. Adept is much different. Continue lying to yourself. Here, I'll do this for the stream. For the people who have no idea what the hell I'm talking about, here. Let me do this for you. Adept. Let's see. What's a summoner? Here's the adept summoner. Here's the summoner. And here's the adept summoner. Here's the summoner adept. Ooh. Oh, and here's the regular one. Now, I want to note, let me make sure I note that the reason this looks different is because that's the mod that they put on. Here's the adept summoner. Here's the summoner. Wow. Real different. Real creative team they got there over at Bungie. Ooh. Stop lying to yourself. Ooh, it gets adept mods? Whoa. Do you want me to do the same thing I just did with mods? See, James, once again, you're lying to yourself that you think that it's in any way different. Instead of making the actual unique weapon for winning, Fatebringer could have been a weapon that they made for someone who does the equivalent of an adept, and they would give a palindrome, right? Let's, for argument's sake here, let's say that doing let's say the palindrome didn't exist until Vault of Glass, and then you do Vault of Glass, and then you can get the palindrome, right, for doing Vault of Glass. Let's say it hadn't existed in the game before. Then, doing whatever, the super hardcore mode or whatever, you get the time lost version of guns, which is actually the Fatebringer. They could have done that. No. Instead, they went this route. Here's the Fatebringer. Here's the time lost. Oops. Ooh, wow. Can you tell the difference between one's silver and one's gold? Now, remember, I want to also emphasize that you get to put on your own weapon, what do they call? Armor code? Shading. You get to put on your own shading in the game, right? Don't forget that this will look silver until you choose to add your own coating to it. Wow, real different. Ooh, look how different they are. This one has a purple on the handle. Whoa, real different. Ooh. Or, okay, let's do Adept mods. Oh. Here's the Adept mod. That's Adept stability. Let's see. Do they have the regular ones? Do they show the regular? Blast radius. Let's see. Do they got any in here? I'm sure I could just look up Destiny 2 mods. Here you go. Okay, hold on. Nope, that's not gonna work. Oh, you're useless to me, Forbes. No one likes you anyways. Ah, here you go. No, are these? No, these are the old ones. That doesn't work either. Maybe we might just have to go to the Reddit or something like that. You got Reddit? Here you go. This will work. That's all ads. That's fun. Weapon mods. Okay, here you go. Here you go. Here's the good. Here's how you do it. Weapon mod. They got the Adept, right? They've got the Adept big ones. Mod. Not Adept big one, right? Right? No, that's Adept. I don't want the Adept one. No. Do I just have to go into the game myself and look it up so that I can just show it? I don't want... See, this is the problem, is now they only show Adept, where I don't want... Do they have the Legacy? Let's see. Obsolete mods? Maybe that? No, those are the... No, Jesus. Weapon mods. Expand. Oh, that's... Okay, there's Legacy... Charged with Light. Last Wish. Nah, see, those ain't useful. Damn. Well, I'd have to go into the game and do it myself, and I'm not interested. To just make a point. I made my point, I think, well enough. Alright. It's just rare and it's better. No, it's not. It's the same fucking thing. It is better in the game in an actual statistical perspective, sure, but it's the same thing. It's them just doing what they've always done, which is just remaking the same content, making you think it's good. You are playing the Vault of Glass. That thing came out 10 fucking years ago, and you're acting like it's a new thing that Bungie has never done before. They're making you play the exact same thing you did 10 years ago and making you think it's good. That's insane. Once again, that would be fine if they did like a remaster of Destiny 1 or something along that. Or they were doing a some kind of thing where, you know, you go back and play.
Why did you wake me?
Thoughts of the campaign, Andrew? Oh, I'm really excited. I think it looks fantastic. I think it looks real good. Like, you are lying to yourself. Destiny has done the same thing that they've always done, which is just reuse the exact same content that they've been making for years and try and fake that they, Dude, why can I not find... There it is. Making you think that it's actually unique. Like, if they did a remaster of Destiny 1 and had Vault of Glass, sure, that would be fine because you are playing the same content, right? Like remastering Halo 3, it's still Halo 3. No. Vault of Glass now is them in Destiny 2 making you think that it's new content. It's not new content. This is my problem. It's the lie that they're trying to hide. That they're too lazy to make new content, so they're just reusing old content and faking that it's new. Lying to yourself.
Doesn't match any known patterns.
How close are we to the observation deck?
It's directly above us.
Who cares if it sucks, James? It's the same fucking gun. Don't lie to yourself. That's all I'm saying. It doesn't matter if it's better in-game, dude. You're missing my argument. Your argument is that Destiny is good and is unique and making good shit compared to, like, Halo Infinite. And that's a fucking joke. I don't give a shit what it actually does in game. You've missed the point.
A lot can happen in 4 years. Either way, he's probably not alone. We should be careful. That's the last of them. Find the override for the blast shield so we can see what we're up against.
Oh, now that I've lowered my sensitivity, this feels like... Ah, shit. There it is. No, it's fine. Never mind. It's rare. I just like rare. Okay. Once again, I don't know what that argument has to do with what your initial thing we were talking about was. I don't give a fuck if you like rare. Who cares? Ah, shit balls. Great that you like rare, but what does that have to do with the we were talking about is that you just assume that Halo Infinite is bad and you think Destiny is a good game. Comparatively. Rewards players, the game is innovating. It's not innovating shit! I don't think you know the word innovate. I don't think you know what innovation means. It's not innovating at all. That's my entire... We're going in circles here, buddy. We just had a whole conversation. I just had a whole conversation about that, how they haven't done anything new at all. They're making you play the Vault of Glass again! That's not innovating! That's going back and doing the same thing they did 10 years ago! This is such a good fucking conversation, dude! Oh my fucking god! I don't think you know what the word innovation means. Holy shit. Oh. Innovating.
Doesn't look like the
What a
Covenant fared
joke.
much better than we did.
How many ships made it through the roof?
Plenty. Why?
We still need a ride home.
As I said, you know, the whole Dr. Disrespect thing, I saw that.
Check your ammo.
If that's a
It might be
again,
easy till we can locate some more. Given all this debris,
Dr. Disrespect, what does he play these days? It's just Call of Duty Warzone, right? He's a Warzone kid. I'm sure he's in the same stance of he's like, if Halo Infinite doesn't have a battle royale, it's going to fail, right? Is he one of those people? Because yeah, more people whose opinions about Halo Infinite are irrelevant to me. Their point's valid. I get it. I understand. Like they like battle royales. Okay, cool. They want a battle royale, and if it doesn't have a battle royale, they won't play the game. I think that's ridiculous. But I mean, these are also people who that's the only thing that they play in their entire life. So doesn't when I say their point is irrelevant to me, I mean it is irrelevant to me. Their opinion or whatever does not change in any way. I know I'm not gonna have a legit conversation with them that will in any way influence how I feel about the game. And that's what I'm trying to get at. It's like, dude, I'm fucking excited for Infinite. I like open world and stuff like that. If we want to sit down and have a conversation if Halo should go open world, that's a different conversation that I'm willing to sit down and have. And you could potentially change how I feel on that note. But yeah, if your only argument is it doesn't have a battle royale, so it's gonna be a dead game, is can't argue with. Like, that's something I just can't argue with. I can, I don't want to.
Chief, I'm hearing that strange signal again. Stronger this time.
Just being real? No, you're lying to yourself. You're not being real at all.
Odd. Hostiles.
How there's no battle royale? Yep, I knew it. I told you he's on that. He's one of those guys who's like battle royale Halo. He's in the same boat James is in, just for a different perspective. He thinks that if Halo doesn't have a battle royale, it's an automatic failure of a game. It literally does not matter. Like we talked about, Halo Infinite could be the greatest Halo game of all time. It could be one of the greatest games ever created, but because it doesn't have a battle royale, he's automatically gonna hate it. It doesn't matter. Halo could do literally everything else a game could possibly have. Halo could create an entire Minecraft inside. They could make every other game genre. Oh god. They could put literally, they could combine every single game that it appeals to every single person in the world inside Halo Infinite, and he'll still be like, it's a garbage game. It doesn't have a battle royale. It doesn't matter. Like, it literally does not matter what Halo did or anything. It's done. Like, they could do everything. The exact perfect, they could make the perfect game, but if it didn't have a battle royale, he's gonna hate it. So, who cares? I don't know why anyone gives a shit about that kind of opinion.
There's that phantom signal again.
Close-minded.
I heard something else.
Not selfish. That's not the right word. It's not a harsh enough word for it.
Sentinels.
I wondered when they'd show up.
Egotistical is just not right.
There, Chief. A console in the back.
Oh, point is,
It's a
just sad.
localized
So
site cartography. Okay. In service of
it's the first open world.
designated
Clearly, you didn't play ODST.
At least we know where we are now.
Let's see if it can tell us what the Covenant are so interested in.
What happened?
locked up.
He's like, I could see a Banshee and a Sniper up there. Has so much potential, but it's a game for children. I think that's crazy. Again, but again, that's the perspective of, like, he believes that Warzone is a game for adults. Okay. Like, I mean, what is Dr. Disrespect's real argument in this situation, right? Does he think the game is going to be bad because,
This type of processing system usually works in parallel. We'll have to locate its twin.
what is he really trying to say about, what's his real argument? Is why does he think it's a game for kids? Simply because it doesn't have a battle royale? Because, I mean, is that the argument he's trying to make? Is that a battle royale is the only game genre that's for adults? Because that's a fucking... That's somebody who, you look at that and you're just like, clearly you're not a real gamer. And that's a lie. You're a real gamer. Sure. Not one I respect. That kind of perspective. If you don't think a game... Again, if that's the argument, then Spider-Man is a garbage game. Gears of War is a child's game because it doesn't have a battle royale. Gears of War, let me say that again. Gears of War is a garbage game and for children because it doesn't have a battle royale. What is his real argument in this situation, right?
That's it. Now quick, to the cartographer.
So. Wonder what Courage reacted like. I'm sure it's on there. I'm sure he's got a reaction video. If it's not posted, I'm sure he'll have one up. So. Trying to let these opinions. Oh, they don't. They really don't. I laugh at them, and I like to talk about them because I like to give the perspective of like trying to tell other people of like, don't listen to these idiots, please. These people haven't been actual gamers for years. They're content creators who don't give a shit about gaming in reality. They don't. You think Ninja enjoyed playing Fortnite for the 5th year in a row or whatever? Hell fucking no, dude. He even said it himself. He fucking hated playing Fortnite. He did it because it got him money. He wanted to actually go play other games that he actually enjoyed. Why? Because he's an actual gamer who enjoys playing video games. But instead, oh no. Instead, he was forced to play Fortnite for years. Oh my god, I'm dead. And again, I don't like making that argument either. I mean, just because you play one game and that's the only game you enjoy doesn't make you any less of a gamer. Just like it's the same thing of how I feel. Is like, if you like mobile games, I think you're a gamer if you play mobile games. You know. So it's one of those, I don't like that argument necessarily. It's not the right way to phrase it if he's like, he's not a real gamer for years. But in reality, it's like, the dude's played one video game for the last fucking, how many years now? 4 years? Oh god. Oh shit. Hello? Please. Dude, this lineup is so difficult. Please? Carbines. Just because I don't care for multiplayer? Yeah, see, I don't like those arguments, right? Anyone who says that, I don't like that. And that's why I don't like the argument I'm making about Dr. Disrespect, is because it's not true. He is a gamer just like anyone else. Hell, I mean, that's why he became what he is, but like, he has played a single game, and he hasn't played anything since for a long time. And that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. If you've only really played one game in the last 4 years, it's okay. Playing one game still makes you just as much of a gamer as anyone else does. You know, my brother is a great example. He plays like one game. He was a Call of Duty kid. He played Call of Duty for like 8 years straight, and that was it. He might have played a little Final Fantasy in between that, but like, that was it. And I don't consider him any less of a gamer. But if it's not the kind of games you like, and that's the thing, is like, I think the perspective is skewed to something that's like, he's talking about a game that he doesn't, a game type or genre that he doesn't like, right? Alright, let's see. Fuck. So, like, when was the last time that Dr. Disrespect or whatever played an open world game? When was the last time he played Halo, for that matter? I think he did, because I think they had like a Twitch Rivals, or I think he played when I think he played a little bit when Halo Reach came to PC. I think he did that, but I think that was because he was probably like, I think there was some tournament or some shit. So he played it because he could make money doing it, right? When do you think the last time Dr. Disrespect decided, hey, I'm just gonna boot up Halo because I want to play the game? Now, as I said, Courage is someone who I respect their opinion of a little bit, because again, a lot of people don't realize that Courage started as a Halo creator. A lot of people don't know, like, that's where he came from. But once again, now he's a skewed creator, right? He's another guy with a skewed perspective who has been playing Warzone for the last... He has been playing Warzone for the last fucking God knows how much time. He hasn't played Halo in years. Excited about the campaign? No, you're not, James. Don't lie to me. Look, you're not looking forward to Halo Infinite at all. Just stop lying to me. I get it. You don't want to play the game. I get it at this point. You don't have to lie to me and say that you're looking forward to it. You're not. You haven't since the beginning. All you've said from the beginning is that this game will be bad. You're not looking for it. The first time we saw anything, you're like, yep, game's bad. Already 100%. This just confirmed to me, game's bad. I'm sorry. You're not looking forward to the game in any way. You don't have to fucking lie to me about it, alright? Just fucking go separate ways. You and Halo, you had your chance. You had fun. You played it for 10 years. It was great. Is this... Alright, I'm gonna be honest. I'm wondering if the update made this more harder. No, there it is.
Chief, Covenant net's going crazy. They're ordering all units to converge on the tower.
I guess we got their attention.
No, I didn't stick it in the right place. That was the problem I had there. Cause I didn't put the Banshee in the right location, so it wasn't getting stuck. I was like, I know there's been some weird things. I mean, oh shit balls. I know there's been some weird stuff that's gone on with Halo 2. Like, I guess you can't butterfly anymore in Halo 2, so it's kind of like neutered Halo's speedrunning for 2, because you can't do any you can't do the prison skip. I don't think you can do the high charity skip. Ouch.
The Sentinels are trying to keep the Covenant out.
What is going on here? weird, man.
While you were busy, I managed to clear up another transmission from Infinity.
He said, I'm excited. Of course, I am.
Sounded like he said artifact.
Dude, look at the story, the characters, in the world that they've built already. Do you hear how the pilot, the weapon, and Chief talk about stuff? The intrigue that they've already created. They've already showed off new characters like Spartan killers. Eshram looks fucking badass as a villain. This new species of Forerunner, or whatever the hell they are with the Harbingers, which I guess is not a Forerunner. I guess, I don't even know. Different species maybe who might be looking to... They want the power of the mantle of responsibility. Again, the way that the weapon and pilot interact with Chief, the potential world that they've created, like, of course I'm fucking excited, dude. It looks awesome. And that's just the story aspect. Let's talk about the massive thing with the massive play area of rings and picking up enemies, random encounters, and replayability, and all the collectibles. Again, I'm a collectibles guy. I like the 100% stuff. Potential for speed running. Idea of upgrades and potentially new equipment and other things that we could see. Further in stories of, you know, people be talking. I still don't know if I'm all down with the flood rumors and stuff like that, but potential for that to come in the future. I don't know how you couldn't be excited for it, man. If you are a fan of Halo and the world that Halo is, right? Like, don't forget, you're talking to a guy who is a story guy. I play Halo not for the multiplayer, but for the world and the story that they've created, right? So, seeing this is just, it's got me, of course it's got me excited. If you actually gave a shit about the story of the game, I don't know how you couldn't be excited for it. Dude, what is it? I don't know. Whenever I land from that jump in particular, for whatever reason, my second jump seems like smaller or something. I don't even know. Oh my god. Shit on my dick.
Those weren't the same things we saw in the terminus.
Similar cortical footprint of the tower AIs. They're connected, all right.
They're already setting up some stones for like how the weapon is going to react. Is that they've created a new Cortana model, pretty much, which they are just designed to kill Cortana. They created an AI to kill another AI, or will capture it. I guess they didn't say kill, but that AI doesn't know why. That already just sets up a little domino sequence that I'm vibing with. Courage's career died. He posted his goodbye video. Wait, is that a real thing? Wait, did Courage quit? Like, content creation? I don't think so, right? Because he's I mean, he's part of 100 Thieves, man. Right? Yeah, biome looks amazing. I'm just saying. Who cares about different biomes? You want to emulate real life? You want a game that actually emulates? Guess what? Most places don't have a forest, desert, ice world connected to each other. It's based on the area I live in, which guess what? It's all fucking forest. I live in a singular biome. I don't live in multiple biomes, bruh. I live in the forest, and that's pretty much it. You know, you get mountains a little bit here and there. I don't just go drive 2 hours that away and all of a sudden I'm in an ice planet. That's not how the world works.
Head for the top of the pylon.
Now, regardless, video games don't have to emulate real life, but biomes, who cares? They made the game like Destiny would be great. Play Destiny, bro. You already got a game that's like Halo, but like Destiny. It's called Destiny. You're already playing it. Just stay with that, my bro.
They'll get caught in the gravity well. I'll keep trying
They
to
got
warn
the,
you. You just get that beam down.
New shit in a month anyways, right?
That's the beam control.
Right? Is that in November when the new Destiny shit happens?
It's working.
See, as I said, I'm actually interested in the Destiny story. Ever since Forsaken, they've actually done pretty decent story. I got problems with how they write it a little bit. They just kind of write awesome characters and then get rid of them. Keitel was a fucking awesome character. And we had her for not even a season. They were like, oh yeah, she's gone now. And you're like, what the fuck? Why? February? Oh, you have to wait till February for it? Never mind.
They're heading to the second pylon as well.
That can't be a coincidence.
It's an advanced world?
Don't want the Covenant
Right.
either.
So why would you want a giant ice biome in an advanced world?
Drop pods.
What benefit does that have to an advanced world? Shit. If you want to make the argument that it's an advanced world. And again, you haven't even seen, just because they've showed off one area doesn't mean they don't have these other biomes that you're looking for. Now, I agree. Again, to me, to an extent, yeah, I mean, the other Halo rings we've seen has had, like, you know, assault in the control room and stuff. So there are snow areas on the rings. We're aware of this. But that's exactly, we haven't seen if we will get other stuff. Oh, okay. That just ran him right over. I thought this was Halo 5, but to be honest, where I would just run into him. I forgot that you can actually splatter knights in this game. Have a city too? No. Again, compared to the other rings, we didn't see any crazy city in any of the other Halo rings, did we? Because again, that's not what the purpose of the rings were for. The rings weren't habitation zones for Forerunners. That's why they weren't created for that purpose. Oh my god. Wow, what a shot. All be revealed? Yeah, man. But yeah. And again, let's not forget that, you know, how long did you have to wait for Destiny to get good? You're gonna talk about Halo being dead in 6 months? How long did it take Destiny to actually be interesting in any way? And it sounds like that's the route they're going with Infinite, right? They want the game to, they want to support the game. They're gonna have story DLC and stuff like that. I think they've, like, I mean, have they actually confirmed that they're gonna do, like, story DLC? That's when we might get floods. Maybe that's when you'll get your city biome. Maybe that's when you'll get your ice biome. Who the hell knows? I mean, for instance, I mean, Destiny just came out with their ice biome. Oh, new dungeon in December?
Already done. Go. Once we're on the satellite, there's bound to be a central control.
I don't think,
The Covenant are moving towards the relay too.
yeah, I don't think Halo will have, like, a big end. I don't think they're really gonna have, like, a lot of endgame content. So I think that's, once again, I think it's kind of like Spider-Man or something, where they might have. I don't think it's gonna be. What's a good example? I don't know. It's not an MMO, right? But you know. Once again, I reference Spider-Man a lot because that's just the game that I think a lot of people recognize and was the one of the more recent ones where like. But like a lot of games, Far Cry and stuff like that, they don't necessarily have a lot of endgame content at the end of it. It's typically like MMOs and stuff that are about endgame content. I don't think Halo's, after you beat the game, I don't think there's going to be a whole lot to do. Other than, you know, doing the normal, like, 100% collecting shit. Maybe there'll be a side mission or something afterwards. That gives a little bit of extra taste of story about the future. That's typically what they do, is like, you're going to have a whole... Maybe that's the end game. Maybe the end game is a side mission where you go and find the Arbiter. Maybe that's how they tease what the next, the first story expansion will be. You'll get to play as the Arbiter and his perspective of what's happened while Master Chief is having his story. That would be kind of sick.
Infinity, this is Sierra 117 of the UNSC 4.
No, I don't think Halo needs an endgame either. I'm with you. I don't think there needs to be, like, after you kill Eshram or the Harbinger, who knows who the, like, final boss. I hope they have boss battles. I'd be down for it. Halo 2 had some alright boss battles. Upgrade shop, yeah. I'm sure someone will do a breakdown of all the upgrades about what it could or could not be. Halo having a raid? I don't think it need, like, why would it need a raid? I think I know what you're going for, so I don't think it needs like a Destiny-esque raid, because in reality, I think Halo's a little bit more grounded than Destiny is when it comes to the world and the lore and the story. In reality, a raid doesn't make any sense to a story. Yes, I carry balls to other things, and all of a sudden, this man is unshielded and we can shoot him now. What? They did better recently. But they're like... a lot of it don't make no sense. Some of them do. I think the Callous one, the Gauntlet, or whatever they're called, whatever the Leviathan raid, made a little sense because it was literally designed to be a game for Callus's enjoyment, to watch Guardians go through these games, right? That can make sense. I mean, that it's a way to make it work. But like a lot of the bosses or anything, I mean, the best one is Oryx. Like, why do you have to stand on these plates and then have a dude go into a shadow realm and jump on these things, and now all of a sudden Oryx is a god in this world, a literal god, can be killed? What fucking randomness is that? Why does he even have that as an option? Why even let himself die that way? That makes no sense. But I get what you mean, is you want a complex kind of like cooperative experience where there's puzzles and just interesting challenges to do throughout an instance, I guess. So that I understand, and sure, I'm down for that. But yeah. I hope they had firefight. I don't know. Have they? I think, did they say if there was gonna be firefight in? I'm sure. I bet it won't be on launch. Knowing how much has been cut for launch, which sucks. But yeah. Yeah. But yeah, so I think I get what you mean by you want raids in Halo. I think that'd be cool. I'd be down. I'm down for anything though. Like I said, they want to add a battle royale, fuck yeah, do it. They want to add raids, fuck yeah, do it. They want to add a top-down experience like Halo Spartan Assault, fuck yeah, do it. I don't know. Who cares, man? Just add everything. They want to add a Tetris minigame inside of the game itself? Sure, man, do it. I'm in. That's how you hack. You have to play Tetris. That's how you hack doors open and shit like that. They add a hacking ability. Yeah, dude, do it. I'm in. Whatever, man. I say yes to everything. Yes to everything. Oh, no. Alright. Hello? What the bro. Please. Thank you. And I've fallen. That's smooth.
We've got another IFL.
Chess? Yeah, dude, I'm in. Oni, you gotta play Harbinger and chess minigame? Down. I'll do it. See, and that's the thing, James, is you want Halo to just be Destiny. Don't fucking play Halo, just play Destiny. That's fine. It's the same thing as, like, I feel with Dr. Disrespect or Courage or whoever the fuck it is, being like, Halo needs to have a Battle Royale. Halo won't have a Battle Royale. Fine, don't fucking play it. Just keep playing Warzone. There's nothing wrong with that. Who cares? Don't play Halo, man.
But where's whoever it belongs to?
But that's what you want. You don't want Halo Infinite. You want Destiny. So just play Destiny.
Multiple IDs. Chief, they're friendlies. A topographical scan of the area shows a break in the foliage north of here.
Thoughts on the new weapons? What new weapons? Did we see new weapons? What new weapons were there? Oh god. Okay. I have no ammo. Ah, shit. Hand froze up. Is that speedrun rust? Oh, come on, man. See, that one should have killed him. The range that I hit him at.
Open into a cave system with a space large enough for an LZ. Hold them off long enough for me to open the doors.
like to hop into a game and play without doing homework for years to keep up. You think Destiny is the greatest game ever made? Oh man. You know what? You are entitled to your opinion. Woof. Yeah.
The hatch's security was more difficult than I expected.
It's all right.
Not all right. Nothing about it is all right.
Knight! Wait, what's he doing?
Covenant?
You're working with the Prometheans?
But yeah, you were definitely entitled to your own opinion on that one, but that one physically hurt me a little bit in my personal opinion. That's crazy.
I'm shocked how quickly the Didact has unified these Covenant.
Yeah. You've only had to spend like $500 on it on Destiny. It's great. It is free on Game Pass for the base game. You still have to buy all the DLC. You don't even have access to what's the what the hell was the damn DLC that added all the snow shit and the darkness class? Like I don't even think you have access to the darkness class if you don't pay something for the game. Maybe you get access to it because I don't even know. Do you? Fuck, I don't know. But I don't know. I don't really care so much on the argument about like how much Destiny costs because, once again, I'm also God, I missed. Fuck. I'm also in the belief that we underpay for our games right now currently. I think in my personal opinion, I think we should be paying $100 for every single game these days. Free to play is a crazy model to me. That's a whole other argument. But let's just say for games that we do pay for, that's a different argument. But like games that we do pay for, I think we should be paying $100. It's crazy to me. We only still pay $60. But I know I'm in the very, very, very small minority there. But that's just me out of respect for the amount of work, time, and money that goes into making these games. I don't mind paying $60. I'll tell you, it's great. I mean, for the consumer, for the customer, fucking amazing that we only pay $60 for games. That's awesome. That's a fucking deal for us, man. Hell yeah. You should definitely buy any game. Any game that you're like, heck yeah, I don't know, do I want it? Yeah, dude, fucking buy it. $60 for a game? Hell yeah. That's cheap as shit. That's a steal. But yeah, out of respect for the work, time, and effort, I think we should be paying more. So. Ouch. Game gives a great feeling after getting some weapons you want. It has the most advanced 6... That's a fucking lie. I don't think it is definitely the most advanced. You've never... Destiny is the first game you've ever done raiding in, I'm guessing. But so I assume you've never actually played an MMO in your life. Destiny was not the first group of people to invent raids. That have puzzles and shit. Cooperative puzzles that you had to do. They are not the first group to do that. But, like... I think it's... I'm sorry. Like, as I say, you're entitled to your own opinion. So, if you think Destiny is the greatest game of all time, fucking go for it. But you're telling me a game that took 10 years to actually develop a half-decent story and decent writing, a game that had so little content at the start, it was laughable, a game that you had to wait 3 years? 3 years! To actually have a decent amount of content... And they add things, and then who continuously just reprints the exact same content, like redoing Vault of Glass, or redoing the exact same weapons because they don't want to make new weapons and new experiences. They just keep remaking the same experiences over again. And you're telling me that's the greatest game of all time? That's crazy. Don't know about a steal? Bro, are you kidding me? Again, I mean, as I said, I always go from the perspective of like, look how much it costs to make games these days. Look how much. Look how expansive. Do you remember playing games in the early 2000s when Fusion Frenzy, Cell Damage were the games? Those games, if they came out today, would be considered indie games. And probably bad indie games. And they were the fucking lifeblood of what gaming was party games. Doing shit like speedrunners, right? Voodoo Vince. Games that, at most, in reality... Again, Cell Damage, great game. Cell Damage, you could beat the entire game in, like, 10 minutes. Okay, now 10 minutes is a little short. You could beat the entire game in, like, an hour. But then they had enough... They faked it by having content that you just replay the same levels in just, like, different modes and with different characters. And you have to do all these different things. And you have to just... Oops. They just did that and had you play the same things over and over and over and over and over again. And they were the lifeblood of gaming. And you would pay... Back then you paid like $40. So it wasn't as much. But... in reality, you could quote-unquote 100% that game in like 8 hours. And now we're getting things like Spider-Man. And I'm not even using Halo as I'm not even going to use Halo. You get God of War or Spider-Man, which are 30-hour... if not more. I mean, God of War, I don't even... What's the average completion time for a newcomer to that game? The newest God of War. It was like a 12-hour campaign, plus all the side missions and extra challenges of, like, New Game Plus. Oh, okay, hold on. I'm gonna read this out.
The hatch to the maintenance causeway is jammed.
All that, and you still only pay an extra $20 of that, compared to what we used to pay for a game that, like, maybe lasted... I mean, it was all we had, so we played the hell out of it because, you know, those games were the lifeblood. Cell Damage, Fusion Frenzy. Fusion Frenzy is a bunch of mini-games. It's Mario Party without any of the board playing. That's what it is. And we fucking love that shit. And a lot of it was, that was the only things that we did have. That was why we loved it, was because, I mean, in reality, what other option did we have? But we loved it. We really did. And that was great. And that was $40. Oh, shit. Hold on. Let me try and... Shit. Shit. Okay. That was amazing. We love that, man. I'm just saying. Use a sorting cod. Can use supers. Supers are fucking garbage. Again, I just talked about the content in the game. Let's not even talk about the garbage weapon balancing that they have in Destiny. The PvP experience that they have wholeheartedly forgotten exists. They have not tried to actually make a good PvP in, like, 2 years. And even back then, when they were trying, they weren't making a good PvP experience. Fucking Jesus. Greatest game, by the way. Garbage fucking experience. Garbage weapon balancing with classes that are half-baked classes. They're not real they're not real character classes. It's a joke. You want to compare a game that has supers and stuff? Go play Overwatch. Overwatch actually did a good job with their weapon balancing. Apex Legends has a better ultimate balancing system than Destiny has. PvP is so hard to balance a game? Nah, that's a lie. You're right, it is hard, but it's no harder than any other game. Once again, Destiny is not the first game to have a PvE and PvP experience that you try and balance. World of Warcraft has been doing it for fucking decades, and they're doing just fine. Final Fantasy XIV did it just fine. New World is currently doing it, who just came out, and they're doing just fine. And I do emphasize the fine. I personally don't like PvP in any of those games, but at least they're more balanced than whatever the fuck Destiny's is. What do you mean they don't have? That is literally, that's the entire game. What are you saying? What? That's what World of Warcraft is. That's what RuneScape is. It's all PvE and PvP. What are you talking about? Man, I gotta say, I think this just proves my point. I think you gotta, if you think Destiny is the best game ever created, I think you need to play other games. Because I think you're missing a lot of really good games that have done what Destiny has done. Destiny has not, they've done a few original things. I think the most original thing they did is kind of their crowdsourcing things. Like, they had the whole Time Labyrinth shit, where, like, you know, people were making all those grids and shit of, like, where they, what was it? They unlocked that one exotic early because people solved a community puzzle. I think that is one of the few things that they've quote-unquote innovated on in gaming and done well. Other games and stuff have tried to do stuff like that and not done it as well. I think that's one of the few things Destiny has done. Their community, like, I think their community stuff that they've done in those regard was awesome. They did a fucking phenomenal job with those. And they still do. And as I said, they're not the first people to do it. I think they're one of the first companies to do it well, though. So, I think Trials Fusion, though. Trials Fusion had one that was really good. And that's a motorcycle game. A 2D side-scrolling motorcycle game. And they did a good job with it. Talking over Apex and Overwatch? Yeah, but who cares? I'm saying, like, World of Warcraft, all these other games also have shit like that. I'm not saying that, you know, Overwatch and Apex ain't the first ones. Like, I think you gotta play other games, man. But as I said, it's totally your perspective. If you think Destiny is the best game ever created, like, that's all for you. I'm gonna just speak from my perspective of being like, nah. Don't get me wrong. I think they've done Destiny. I think has one of the best shooter feelings of any game ever. I will agree in that regards. It's one of the best in a particular instance, which is shooting guns. They have made shooting guns in that game insanely fun. It's like Mirror's Edge, where I can just play Mirror's Edge. I don't even have to do anything in the game. I can just fucking run around and just experience the game and parkour around, and I love it. I don't have to actually have a goal. I can just run around, run from point A to point B, or run in circles, and I love that. And Destiny has done that with their gunplay. Like, I will agree that I think Destiny's gunplay is some of the best in any game. That game, shooting guns in that game is more fun than almost any other game, sure. But that alone does not make the greatest game of all time. That makes it one of the greatest features, one of the greatest mechanics, fundamental mechanics that a game has done, but nah. How long do we think before Destiny adds a grapple hook, by the way? What do you, in World, you can't do things and play how you want like Destiny can? What are you talking about? Yes, you can. In fact, World of Warcraft and stuff is way more open than Destiny. can't play. Yeah, that's because they're fundamentally different games. But that doesn't mean mechanically they're any different. That's a lie. They are mechanically different in a lot of ways. But, once again, they're the same in a lot of ways.
I'll get to them and retrieve the designator.
More ways. I think you're overstating how unique Destiny is what I'm trying to get at. Destiny is more similar to other games than I think you're giving other games credit for. Or you're giving Destiny too much credit for thinking it's unique. It's not a strategy. What are you talking? You have not played World of Warcraft, clearly. What? Destiny is fun for everyone. Don't believe that either. You're like, oh, people don't like World of Warcraft because it's a strategy game, which again, it's not a strategy game, but it's a strategy, so not everyone likes it. But everybody loves FPSs. That's a lie.
Barricading the far side of this canyon. I'm seeing 3 power sources. Shut them down so the mammoth can move through. Good. 2 more. Break!
I think the 30-year anniversary doing rip-off Destiny, charging for a slap in the face to all fans playing games in the last 3 years. Exactly, right? Exciting night, but greatest game ever created. Let's charge people for playing the same thing that they played. Well, again, I don't even have a problem with that. I don't mind them charging. Again, I like remasters and stuff. I like MCC. I like when they're I gotta get, they came out with a Crisis Remastered. Crisis Remastered? Awesome. Cool. I like that. I don't mind that stuff.
Shield disabled. Mammoth, the path is clear.
Mammoth holding position. Whenever you're ready to proceed, Chief.
I think it's the difference is like Destiny continually charges for the same thing. They don't make you pay a one-time fee to get the same content like you got to play in Destiny 1. No. They do it and then give it another year and a half and they're gonna make you do it again.
Railgun reloading.
I think they just missed. I'm gonna be honest, I think they got it, but I think they just missed the shot. Because I didn't despawn, so they just missed. Shit. Oh, Destiny's not an MMO. Don't let Bungie hear you say that. Destiny's not an MMO. I mean, I do agree with you. Destiny is definitely an MMO, and Bungie is lying to themselves when they say it's not an MMO. It's a fucking MMO. It has the exact same... Yo. Everything about it screams MMO, but they're like, no, it's not an MMO. Which, they're not wrong. Technically, it is not a massively online multiplayer game. Like, you don't have 100 people in one world instance. You have, at most, what, 16? That's how many people you can have in a single instance? Like, 16? So, was it more? 26? I don't remember. So, it's, qualifying-wise, it technically isn't, but Bungie's lying to themselves. And that's my problem. It's the lying. My problem is that they act like Vault of Glass is some new experience. It's like, yeah, Vault of Glass, you remember that from D1? Well, we're doing it again, and we're gonna make you pay for it. Right? But it's not a remaster. No, it's a new experience. Ooh. And that's my problem with it, is that it's not. I was hoping when I did Vault of Glass the first time, I was like, oh, I hope they add some new mechanics or anything. They did not. They did nothing different. And that was very upsetting to me. I'm like, okay, so I thought, you know, like, story-wise or something, it would make sense. Hey, well, you gotta go back into the Vault of Glass and you know, some people are brought back to life and stuff and you have to refight certain bosses, but, now they work differently because they've evolved. No, they didn't evolve. You remember how you defeated the Vault of Glass last time? It turns out they didn't learn at all. So they're gonna do the exact same thing that they did before and expect it to go differently. Crazy. New people that played no Destiny 1? Yeah, but you're not a new person. Well, weren't they just talking? Wait, wasn't it... Wait, hold on. What game was it? Was it Destiny? Or was it a different game? They were just talking like... The Witch Queen didn't come... The Witch Queen didn't come... Like, certain expansions in the Witch Queen won't actually come with the Seasons Pass. They were talking about it, like, that was like a whole uproar that just happened in this last week. That was like, even if you bought the Seasons Pass, you weren't going to get the Witch Queen or some shit. The only way to get the Witch Queen is you had to buy the deluxe edition or some crapola. I can't remember what it was. I don't remember exactly what it was. But there's something crazy about that.
Breaking up, but coordinates received, Infinity. Heads up.
You pay like $10, that's nothing with new guns. What are you talking about? Dude, Destiny hasn't added any new guns in the last 2 years. They've just been remaking. They vault guns and then they bring them back out in a year and a half. They have like made no new guns in like a decade. And Fatebringer is not a new gun. It's Destiny 1's gun. It's the same gun. They haven't come out with anything new. It's crazy. It's crazy. That's not new. It's great Dragon Ball Z game? Man, I don't know. People been wanting one for a while. They're just coming out with the same guns. I would love for them to actually come out. I was hoping... I mean, Destiny 1 did a good job of actually making new guns that were unique and cool. They did a good job. Destiny 2 has been a fucking joke when it comes to new content.
Cortana?
What? 3 new guns?
Cortana.
Wow. Come out with 3 new exotics? Wow. Crazy. And a lot of them are just remakes of old ones? What new exotics came out with the Vault of Glass? The Mytho class? That was in Destiny 1. They make like 1 or 2 exotics per season. Sick. That's cool, I guess. Look, and I'm not someone who necessarily needs new guns. I don't really give a shit if there's new guns. New guns in order to play a game or make a game's value worth it. I'll buy a season's pass if they have good story. As I said, all that shit with Keitel, that was a fucking solid story. They did a great job. That was totally worth the quote-unquote $10. I have no problem with that as a particular feature. Or not getting new guns. I don't need new guns to enjoy. But this is my problem, is that you are lying to yourself. I don't like people lying to themselves and acting like they're getting some brand new, never before seen shit, when that is a total lie. Be honest with yourself about what the game is. The game is just reprinting all of Destiny 1's shit and adding 1 or 2 new things and then acting like it's new. And people are eating it up like, yeah, dude, this is good. This is stuff that we've never gotten before, so it's good. And that's a lie. And I don't have a problem. I don't know if you're okay with that, that's fine. I don't have a problem with wanting to replay reprinted content or playing replaying Vault of Glass or anything like that. I'm okay with that. You know what? I am genuinely okay with that as a, if you want to do that. That's alright. But don't lie to yourself about it.
Captain, what if we can spot the target for you with the laser designator?
Do it. Take up. Find the chief coordinates for somewhere with line of sight. I'm reading Sierra 117 on sensor. Everyone, form up on the chief.
Don't act like it's something that it isn't. That's where I have the biggest issue. It's okay. It's okay to be a fan of Destiny 2. I have no problem. Like I talk about, I get roped into that game every like twice a year. I get roped into just playing Destiny 24/7 again. I fucking love it. It's great. They do a good job with certain aspects of the game that makes it very desirable to keep wanting to come back to. I don't disagree with that, and that's okay. But I don't lie to myself saying that it's new content, never before seen, that they're doing anything original. Why does PGL Major start at 3 a.m.? I mean, do you really want to watch the entire PGL Major, bro? You only really want to watch the, like, finals, right? Or maybe, like, some of the bracket play you want, but you don't want to watch every game. So, you know, just hop in a few hours later. Adept weapons are not new weapons! Grandmasters are not new! I don't understand how you can lie to yourself like this. It is the same content, slightly more difficult. It's not new! Who the fuck cares? It's not new! Okay, great that they're better, that the guns are better. That's not new! Great that the gun has 2 extra stability on it. That's not new! It doesn't add a new feature where the gun all of a sudden shoots, I don't know, lightning bolts out of it. Nothing is changing with the gun other than you get a little bit of a stat bonus. Like, how can you lie to yourself like this? That's crazy!
Marking 2 of the larger facilities on your HUD.
Yeah, that's exactly what Chief said. They're not rewarding, they just make you believe it's rewarding. Again, and take it from a guy who plays who plays a Marvel mobile game religiously. They do a good job tricking you into believing it's rewarding. Getting new characters in the game, like right now they're coming out with Weapon X, the Weapon X team. So it's like Lady Deathstrike. They've upgraded Wolverine and Sabretooth. They've done all this stuff, and that sounds great, but in reality, they've just tricked us into believing that they're rewarding to get. It's the same system. They're having the same unlock system, brutal, money-grabbing, pay-to-win system that it is. They just make it feel rewarding because they're now the best characters in the game. So, like, you feel rewarded because you're now able to beat every single team in the game because you now have the newest team. That's not new. They do that every new team. Every new team. Power creep has been insane in Marvel Strike Force. It's really a problem. Infinity Watch has been decimating. Every other team in the game doesn't even stand a chance. You literally cannot compete. That's not rewarding. That's just them forcing a meta. That's them forcing a meta that you have to. The only way to actually do well is to have the newest, greatest, and thing. Now, you don't have to necessarily pay in Destiny. It's not pay to win, right? You don't have to pay to get an adept weapon. But, like, in my mobile game, it is pay to win. You get the team early, so you get even early access to being the best team, to having the best team in the game. But that's not new. Again, they do it every single time. That's not original. If that every team that comes out is the greatest, greatest team. Which, again, is the only way that they can get you. Because if they came out with a team that wasn't the best team in the game, why would I care? Why would I want? If adept weapons weren't the best weapons in the game, why would I want adept weapons? Other than for adding it to my collection. Of course they're gonna make it feel rewarding. Because they have to. Because if they weren't, no one would fucking want them. And then who cares?
The ship's online. They're leaving.
I'm sorry. I don't know what...
I just, do you listen to yourself? It's new, it's better, it's a new gun, it looks the same, but it's a new gun because you get 2 perks on it. Fucking sad. If you think that that's new and original. Fuck, dude. Great that it feels rewarding, but Jesus, we're going in circles, dude. Fuck, it's not new. You're missing the argument here. Nothing you said is new. It's the same. They just lie to you, and that's where I'm having the issue. Don't lie to yourself. Okay, great that it feels rewarding, but understand that they have done that purposely so you go and spend the time in their game. They're forcing you to play the game, because if you don't play the game and you don't have adept weapons, you're going to lose. That's the problem. They didn't make it feel rewarding because it's an actual cool weapon to have. You have the weapon because you realize you'll outshoot and win every gunfight you're in because you have the weapon. They've made it rewarding because they've created the meta for you. If you don't have adept weapons, you lose. That's not good design. That's them tricking you into believing it's good design. Whoops. They've made it rewarding because there isn't. If you don't have the adept weapons, you automatically lose the game. That's it. It's rare. It's not rare, though. I haven't played Destiny in a long time. I bet I could hop on and get some right now. Because they ain't as hard as you're making it seem like. Okay, I'll have to start doing that.
Cortana, door controls.
Once again, they're lying to you to make you feel like it's rare. How many people do you play? How many people do you play against in multiplayer who don't have adept weapons? And I don't mean PvP trials. How many people in trials at this point don't have adept weapons that you run into? And I'm not saying that they're not using adept weapons, because again, their weapon balancing is garbage tier, so certain exotics are just overpowered as shit. So, weapon balancing is garbage. So, yeah, I'm sure you run into people who aren't using adept weapons, but what are the odds that those people don't own a single adept weapon? In reality.
The station should be equipped with outer turrets.
Oh.
If we can
Oops.
reactivate them, I can program the station's defenses to provide
Wait, where do I
cover
gotta
for
go?
the
Is it
evacuation.
here? Oh, it's right there.
Okay, I'll send you the coordinates.
And great. As I said, if you think it's rare and stuff and you like rare stuff, sure. But once again, Destiny is not the first company to create a rarity system in their game. Like I said, my mobile game does the exact same thing. This new character that's about to come out, Omega Red, I'm gonna tell you right now, right at the start, when this character drops, less than 1% of all players will have this character. So yeah, it's rewarding to have him, because if you have him, you're gonna... That less than 1% of players in the game who have him are going to win, automatically win, every single fight that they're in. Every single battle that they take with this team, they're gonna automatically win. Because they're the 0.01... They're the 0.7% of gamers who have it compared to everyone else. But that's because that's how they've designed the game to play so that you feel rewarded for spending money on the game. These are basic ways that companies do to trick you into buying and spending money on their game. And in Destiny's case, spending time on their game. They've convinced you to continually play their game for the last 3 years. Because they keep tricking you into believing that the new gun, the adept gun or whatever, that's the gun that if you don't have, you automatically are at a disadvantage compared to everyone else. You will have a harder time winning games if you don't own this gun. Which is fine. Like I said, this isn't a thing that I have a problem with. I have no problem with that. I personally am okay. Once again, I play my Marvel game religiously. But I don't lie to myself about it. Acting like it's some unique experience that no other game has done in anything like that, man.
We'll broadcast the final evac orders.
The nuke?
We're rigging it now. Meet us back on the upper platform and we'll help you get it to the artifact.
Chief, if we pull this off and act...
Again, it's not a problem. I get it. The game's a little bit difficult. That's once again, but that wasn't what the initial argument that we were talking about was about. We're not arguing if Destiny is a difficult game. We're talking if Destiny is the greatest game ever created, was what the conversation was about. That it was some never-before-seen experience that was unique and entirely the greatest experience gaming's ever had. Which, again, if that's how you want to believe, then sure, that's fine. That's your own opinion to have. That's okay. Shit. Alright, by the way, I know this is going to be a slightly shorter stream. We really, normally I wouldn't even stream on, what's today? Monday? But, I had to watch that campaign reveal trailer, so I'll upload that. We'll be uploading that. But yeah, I'm just saying, I think out of all the mechanics that Destiny have, as I said, the one thing they've nailed is the gunplay. Gunplay, very fun. But all these mechanics you're talking about, raids and other things like that, I think there are other games in the world that have done all of those things a lot better than Destiny has. Stories, characters, weapon balancing, character balance, like, all that, abilities, all that stuff, other games have done. There are certain games that have done it. There are plenty, not even certain, plenty of games that have done it better. So.
Another way.
Yeah, community-wise, I stay out of those fields. Let's be real. Honestly, I think as of late, I think the best community of players that I've got to experience is
Banshees!
shit. Is Back for Blood, dude. Back for Blood has some amazing. Oh, I hit it, but I didn't kill it. And I've jumped off the map.
Banshees!
Shit.
Where is he?
Oh, you're a bastard. That was easy. That was a lot smoother than normal. Have your eye on Back for Blood. I don't think it would be your thing, James. I don't think you'll enjoy Back for Blood. It's not your kind of game. It's not for everyone. Back for Blood is, I think, it's like Left 4 Dead and stuff. I think you need people. You have to be attuned to a certain type of game to enjoy it, right? Because I hear it all the time. I hear people. Again, I was playing Back for Blood in the very first day, and there were people. Again, I was moving on to Veteran already because I had already created a deck and stuff, and I'm seeing people. I literally, like, I went in, and then I saw, I got in with a group of people, saw they all picked starter decks, and I was like, oh, are you guys new to Back for Blood? They're like, yeah, this is my first time playing it. I'm like, oh, God, okay, so I've got people who've never played, and I was like, oh, are you a Left 4 Dead veteran? They're like, nah, Left 4 Dead really wasn't my kind of game. And I'm like, well, this is gonna go great. I know we're gonna have a great experience right now. But it ended up going great. That one team ended up, was able to get through almost all of the first veteran act, and a lot of them didn't even have good decks, so we did, actually. We got through the entire act. You know, but I've had a few of those. But I had one where I was playing with some people, and then a guy was like, yeah, this game's boring as hell. It's super boring. I'm just gonna go back and play Call of Duty Warzone. They're like, there's no multiplayer or anything. And I'm like, yeah, not your kind of game. You know, it's not a game. I think it's definitely for a particular audience. So, because it is. I mean, you're playing the same levels over and over and over and over and over and over again. Works well for a speedrunner. But, oh god, I'm obsessed with Back 4 Blood. Got 100 hours in it today? Damn. Is work on Halo Infinite 10 years, or are they going to keep adding more story content? I've heard they're not making... Yeah, I mean, I mean, we'll see if they don't make another Halo game for 10 years. I mean, to be honest, that's not crazy. It's been like 7 years since the last one, so it's only, what, 6 years? So 7 years? How long has it been since the last Halo? Halo 5, when did Halo 5 come out? So I guess another 3 years is not too crazy when I think about it, but I don't know if the concept was like, we won't be working on a new Halo for 10 years, because I think that's ludicrous. There's no way. Just, for me, it's a technological thing. Understanding game development and game design and stuff like that, fucking crazy to me that you think you're not gonna make a new game in 10 years. Bungie said the same thing about Destiny 1, and we got Destiny 2, and they're already working on Destiny 3, they've talked about. They've already been talking about working on Destiny 3. Their initial plan for Destiny 1 was it was a game they were going to support for 10 years. 6 years later, we got Destiny 2. Because it's just, it's not even a thing of like, I mean, now they're doing it, right? Destiny 2 is more what they wanted to do with Destiny 1 because they have a little bit more freedom with no longer being part of Activision. But now they're just getting rid of content. And now it's created an entirely different set of problems that people didn't realize that's what they meant initially. When they said that they were going to support a game for 10 years, they didn't realize that in those 10 years, they were going to delete 80% of the content that they originally made for the game. Right? Like, Destiny 2 nowadays is so different than what it was when it came out. Gaul is non-existent. No one knows who the fuck Gaul is. If you come into the game now, you're like, who the fuck is, what is this? I don't know what's going on, right? You have no idea what the story is. Because they've deleted all the story and everything. And so I think it's created a different scenario that people are a little bit confused by. And that's why it's like 10 years is like, yeah, I could see them wanting to add new content and new stories and stuff like that to the game. But I really hope they don't. I know Halo won't delete. They won't delete. Oops. Oh no. What am I doing? They're not going to end up deleting the initial storyline. Although, maybe I'm speaking too soon. We don't know. We'll see what happens in the next 10 years. But I think that's crazy. There's no way. It's just technology and stuff advances so fast. At some point, you're just like, hey, in order to keep up, we need to push out a new game. You know? So. I don't know. Excite, I can't tell you if there's going to be more stories every single year. We got no idea. It might be only like one every 3 years or 2 years or something. But it being live service, I think they will try and push out new stories yearly or new campaigns or something. I think they'll just try and push out new story content every year. I think for sure. Because it would, yeah. Forsaken was the last DLC that released? Before the current one, yeah? Wasn't it? Yeah? Before Beyond Light, Forsaken was the last one. Yep, yeah, I think so. No, it's been 2. What they have before? Oh, Shadowkeep. That's right, Shadowkeep. Shadowkeep was before. But yeah, the current one is Beyond Light, and then they have the Witch Queen. So, yeah, basically every 3 DLCs back, right? Every 3 DLCs, they're just gonna delete the 3 DLCs beforehand, which is crazy. But like I said, that's a part of it is like, I don't necessarily mind the whole like, oh, we spent money on it, and it live service. Again, it's different, and I understand, I get why people hate it. They're like, I paid for this campaign and this DLC, I should be allowed to play it for the rest of ever. And I understand that. I also am just on the thing of like, dude, just create fucking Destiny 3. I'm with you. I would rather you not delete content. The fact that they're deleting content sucks, but I understand that you can't just keep shoving stuff in a video game and expecting it to actually have enough space to hold that, right? It's like, it's crazy to me that they were able to get every game into MCC. I mean, they struggled with Halo Reach. They were talking about how that was the reason why Halo Reach got delayed briefly, right before it launched, was because the Xbox version broke because it was just too big. There's just too much stuff in it. Unreal Engine with the customization was breaking the game, or was breaking the game on Xbox. So
Chief, I know I'm supposed to know what to do, but
We'll have to deploy the warhead manually. How and where?
But I mean, like, I don't know, like, again, I'm not that adept with, like, World of Warcraft and stuff. Did they ever do that kind of shit with World of Warcraft? I mean, World of Warcraft functions differently. It's a smaller game at file size because of how they do the art and shit like that. So it's not as big of a file size, but when they have all the DLC, have they ever deleted content? Like, I'm sure they might have deleted, like, dungeons or something like that, where it's like, these dungeons are no longer relevant, so we don't need them. But have they ever deleted, like, an entire DLC in, like, World of Warcraft or anything? Just because they're like, hey, World of Warcraft's too big now, we need to get rid of some of the content. Most of the content being removed doesn't get touched anyways. Well, and that's kind of, I mean, Queasy, that's kind of the same idea with, yeah, I mean, that is the same idea with Destiny, right? That's why they're getting rid of it. That's why, like, me personally, I understand why people are upset. I do get it, but I personally, I'm okay with it. It's like, bro, I don't even like the whatever shore, the Taken Shore, or whatever the hell, Spider. I like Spider, so I hope they have a new location where you get to hang out with Spider. I think he's a great character. But I'm like, bro, I don't need that area anymore. That's fine. So personally, it's yeah, it doesn't matter. But that's, once again, that's coming from a guy who's also committed his life to those games for a while, so, you know, I played plenty of content. Heck yeah. Bro, he shot himself. I thought I was gonna get lucky for once. I thought I had gotten lucky for the first time in my life. But it was a wolf in sheep's clothing. They had to hit me with the binary rifle.
Opening another portal. I'm sorry. I can't control what my processes are doing. The stronger threats keep reprioritizing them for me.
What about the Didact?
The new game being open world, yes, slightly linear. Yeah, Free Master Chief. I mean, I was referencing Gears 5. It's like, Gears 5, we were talking about, like, people saying that Halo shouldn't go open world. I get it. I understand if people don't like open world. But I'm looking at it from the Gears 5. It's like, Gears 5 did open world, and it was pretty good. They did a pretty okay job. I think they had a lot of issues with their personal open world. Like, in reality, like, the fact that it was, like, almost pseudo-fake open world. They had an open world that, yeah, you traveled from point A to point B, but nothing happened in the open world. Oh, no. That was where I kind of was, like, a little upset with it. It was like, open world is cool if you, like, randomly come across enemies to fight and stuff like that. But you just had a whole sailing sequence, which actually just added time. It added time to the gameplay timer, where how long do I have to spend in this game to beat it? It didn't add any interesting thing, but I can see it working, right? And I think Halo is not doing that, where you do need to travel from point A to point B, but while you travel from point A to point B, you will run into other enemies, and there'll be, like, plenty of outposts and stuff and things to do. Gears 5 didn't do open world very well, but I can see where there is a good game in that if they did it better. And I actually like Gears 5 from the story perspective and stuff like that. I think they're doing some interesting stuff. But, yeah. Bro, that ending still gets me, man. The fucking ending of that, you have to decide between, you have to decide between, whatever the two, God, I've forgotten all, dude, names is not my forte today. I don't know why, I haven't been able to think of names at all. I totally forgot. I was like, what the hell was the DLC in Destiny called? In Beyond Light? What the hell was this, the damn class called? I was like, the Dark class, Stasis. I mean, I just thought of it right now, but I've been struggling with names all day. But yeah. ODST open world was good. Yeah, ODST was good, but once again, they did a decent job where you actually did randomly come across enemies. If you speedrun, then you don't really come across enemies. Oh, no, that's a lie. I guess you do run into enemies. There's certain areas that you do have to go through. Dal and JD. Yeah, there we go. Thank you. I knew it was a J. But Dal, I still think, I'm just saying, saving JD is the correct option. It's the only, it is the lore accurate option. You can argue with Dell, and I understand the arguments, but I don't think you caught all the little nuances in the story if you don't think saving JD was the right choice. I'm still reeling from that though, dude. That whole death sequence was so fucking quick. Like literally you save him and she's like, "We'll see what happens," and just snap. And then they're just dead. And you're like, "What the fuck? That's it?" That was like, it was so brutally realistic in a way of just like a quick snap of a neck and done. That was it. I know, I love Dell too, but that was the thing. You went through an entire campaign with Dell. Dell was your right-hand man, and so there's an air of trust and there's an air of connection between the two that I think there's an understanding there. And with how JD and his forgiveness and the decisions he made and his growth as a character that was created, and Kat's kind of relationship with, and I don't mean like dating relationship, just not romantic relationship, but just relationship with JD versus Dell is like, yeah, Dell is the best friend. Dell is the best friend character for both. He became kind of the best friend, but in reality, there's that element of trust. There's an element of like, after what Kat and Dell went through, I think there's an element of trust between it and belief that Kat believed everything would just be fine. She felt more inclined, she would feel more inclined to help JD because she believes that Dell will be okay. After everything they went through in that game, Kat had to believe that no matter what happened, Dell was going to be by her side. And so saving JD was the quote-unquote made the most sense. You gonna give me? Do the thing. Oh, there it is. Made the most sense. And then that's when things go awry. And once again, just the overall lore and stuff of Gears, you gotta understand. Gears is the Phoenix. I mean, they're now focusing on Kat, but once again, it's the Phoenix curse, right? Oh god. I had a little hand twitch there, which is good. Seeing Dell die was like watching Dom die, right? The Phoenix curse is being burdened with just the pain of living, right? That's the Phoenix curse, like the Carmine curse. Carmine's, that's why I'm upset that Clayton lived. I mean, they killed the Carmine in Gears 5, so I was happy about that. But having Clayton live, I know that was an audience decision for Gears 3. I think is wrong. I think it's the incorrect decision though. The Carmine curse is to die. Just like Marcus's curse and the Phoenix curse is to live, while everyone around them suffers the ultimate sacrifice. And that's what I call good storytelling. And again, it just makes sense after all the reparations and stuff that JD had to make after what the decisions he had made and stuff like that had happened. His ego and everything, getting people killed, his friends, and hurting the people closest to him. After all that, the reparations he made, just for him to die immediately after? Nah, bro. Nah. Incorrect. Where's that guy? Oh, hello. No, where you going? Where's the weapon? I can't see. I broke the lighting again, so I can't see anything. Where are you? Is there any other? Where is it? I don't see it. Ah, you suck. Missed the review. What did I think about the trailer? I fucking hated it, Moody. It's a garbage trailer, and I think it's gonna... Halo's gonna die. The gun? Oh, is it to the left? Oh, well, too late now. There was a scatter shot. Oh, dude, I'm ready for Infinite. I am so ready for it. Oh, shit, I gotta go. Oh, fuck, I just realized what time it is. Well, fuck. Alright, so I'm gonna have to go for... Yeah, all the weapons get deleted. Whoops. Well, here we go. Doing some MLG hammer strats. Yeah. And that's what it is. That's what again. Oh shit. That's what makes the little... Where am I going? That's what makes the moment, like, if you watch, it's what makes the moment that Marcus and JD share at the end, after Del is killed, the moment that they share, so much more powerful. Don't get me wrong, Marcus losing his son was in itself a very powerful little thing as well. But it was just not, it didn't have the same flavor that having Del die and then seeing Marcus, you could just, oh, it's what made, again, Gears 5, what made it so good. It's what made it so good. Is you could see it in the way that they animated in Marcus's eyes. There was a flashback there. Dom's death flashed through Marcus's eyes. You could just see it in him. Is that he understood how JD was feeling more than anyone else could. So good. I gotta replay just the ending of the game, just for that. Just so you can see the difference between JD's death and Del's death, and why Del's death just makes more sense. Crazy though, still like that sequence haunts me. I think about that. Yeah, seeing Marcus after JD dies is definitely emotional, but it's not the same reaction. It's just not the same. He's just like, no, you know, and but knowing, like, what was it is, like, JD gets into the truck and Kat tries to go after him after JD, they share that Del died to Marcus, and Marcus stops her, right? Stops her and just grabs her arm and just shakes his head. Like, he says nothing, and it's so good, because he knows the feeling, and he realizes and that's the other thing that Marcus does so well, is that he knows JD is hurting to a degree that no one else knows, but he knows Kat is hurting as well. And that's why he understands that he needs to take care of Kat before he could take care of JD, because they're at different degrees of what the pain that they're feeling. And he understands that he's able to take care of Kat now, but he has to let JD process everything first. And it's so good. It's just so good, dude. But yeah, don't get me wrong. It's watching JD die is definitely it's an emotional thing, but I think it just doesn't make sense to the story as much. Like I said, I think the biggest thing is there's an element of trust that Kat believes no matter what will happen, Del will be okay. And when things don't go okay, that's when things really, really go wrong. So But anyways. Alrighty, I gotta get going. I'm already gonna be late. I would love to keep talking about what's good story and what's bad story, because there are plenty of games that have done good story and plenty of games that have done bad story. And I fucking love Gears. Gears is still one of my favorite story games, the entire Gears series. They're just so fucking good. So, but anyways, after all this conversation, I know we had some heated debates, and I know I pushed my opinion, but remember, I just want to remind everyone, everything I've talked about when it comes to Halo, Halo Infinite, Destiny, Gears of War, whether you chose JD or Dell, it is all my opinion. Yes, I know I talk very confidently. Yes, I know the way I talk can be a little aggressive and very straight push of being like, no, bro, your opinion is wrong. I don't think any of your opinions are invalid. I think all your opinions are just as valid. If you think Destiny is the greatest game of all time, that's awesome. If you think Halo Infinite is gonna flop, fine. That's okay. Just understand that I'm excited for Infinite. I'm ready for it. You're entitled to your own opinion. Everything I talk about is my own personal opinion. Remember that. How I talk, I understand. I do need to say it, because it's gotten me in trouble before in a lot of ways when it comes to even talking about speedrunning and stuff, of like why I don't like Halo 3, things like that. That is, I think, push people away from my stream, and it's not the point I'm trying to get. I understand that I talk pretty aggressively, pretty confidently, and very opinionated. And I might seem like someone whose opinion doesn't change. You can easily sway my opinion. I'm a very stuck in my ways, but I am always open to discussions and changing how I think about things. I just had one about World War II stuff. I figured out why I don't like World War II stuff. Any game that has to do with World War II. It's not interesting to me. We get it. Nazis are bad. Like, that is every World War II movie, game, or anything. It's why I don't enjoy those, is because there's no gray zone. I like stories, and I like villains and everything that has a gray area to it. I don't like stories where there's a good side and a bad side, and that's it. There's no middle area. And that's what World War is. I mean, I think there was clearly a good side and a bad side to that. Nazis, not great. So, I think it's uninteresting to me. It's why I like more current wars and stuff, is there's a little bit of a middling in between. Why Handsome Jack is the best villain is that his reasoning, Thanos, gray villain, is because what they thought that they were doing, Handsome Jack thinking he's trying to his goal was to rid the world of psychos and murderers. That was his goal. At his core, that's what he wanted to do, because he wanted to protect his daughter. That was that. That was his entire motivation. That's crazy when you think about it. That makes him a great villain. We're kind of the bad guys in that scenario. Once again, though, the way that he was going about it was wrong. And that's why we had to stop. But anyways, just remember, it's all my opinion. It's who I am. It's what I do. I apologize if I push it that you're wrong and I'm right. That's not at all what I tried to do. I just try and give my honest perspective of why I feel that I'm right. Doesn't mean I actually am, though. Anyways, though, I'll upload I will be uploading Moody, the reaction. I'll do it tonight when I get home from work. I'll just clip it out and I'll upload it to YouTube. So it'll be up tomorrow. If you missed my live reaction for the Halo Infinite gameplay, I'll be doing that. Tomorrow, I think we might do, if Finch is around, we might do his Pokemon card opening. If not, we might just wait till the weekend. We'll see. But tomorrow, honestly, I just did a speed run. I didn't really talk about it. Dude, I can't believe I ranted about the same thing for an hour and a half. Welcome to me. That was a perfect stream for me. Yeah, respect all opinions, exactly. You guys have a good rest of your evening. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. We do need to do more Back 4 Blood. We gotta get to nightmare shit. I'm kind of vibing. After that run, honestly, I'm vibing Halo again a little bit. After watching Infinite, we might be hopping back on the Halo train soon. I do want to try and get 100% Back 4 Blood, but that's something that we can do over time. I want to try and do Nightmare soon. The quicker, I think it's just good as a stream content. It's good for stream content that I do Back 4 Blood for Nightmare difficulty. But I do need to finish these right here. Whoops, wrong one. I do need to finish these right here. Achievements. I gotta do a few things that I just want to do. So, alrighty, I gotta go. I'm already gonna be late to work. So, my bad. But you guys are beautiful. You guys are sexy. I love you all. I'll catch you laters. And, see you guys tomorrow. Yeah, it was a good stream. I'm well rested. Oh yeah, I do gotta do horror games. It's still October, isn't it? Shit. I didn't do that many horror games. I did a few. I think I did some good horror games. But we gotta do more. I've just been doing Back for Blood. I knew it was gonna happen. I told myself you're just gonna play Back for Blood all month. Fucking asshole. Alright, bye.